Yo, yo, yo! Welcome back to the Statement Podcast. Myself, Mr. Dagz, with my co-host
DJ Longer's right here inside the building, and we got a legend today. Let's welcome Maxwell D.
Blessings.
Blessings.
We're privileged to have you here. You always do this.
I know you way too long.
I know.
It's just like sitting with the man. It's
royalty,
casual.
fam.
I know, but
royalty, fam.
Casual,
royalty.
man.
But lockdowns happen, bloody.
Yeah, I know.
You're popular. You're Maxwell D.
I'm just working.
You're
That's
busy.
It's just work.
It's been about 15 years,
It's
maybe.
just work.
And look how many weeks we're trying to make this happen, man.
I know,
bro.
Do you know what?
You know what I mean?
Bro, answer. Everyone's here now. So if I get exposed, if it's my fault, expose me. But it's been hard to get you here, man.
It was like a football match, yeah. So it's so we arranged it, and then I think I flopped. So it was like 1-0 to Dagz. And then I was on it. I was like, alright, cool, Max, I got to sort it out. So then I arranged it again, and he flopped.
We cancelled. We cancelled.
Yeah. Oh, you cancelled, yeah?
Team cancelled.
Right, so that was 1-1, and I actually was ready.
1-1, yeah?
It was 1-1, and so then I just said, alright, cool, no more. Let's just do it. Like I'm gonna win, yeah.
No respect.
Yeah, so that was it. We nearly got it together, though.
Yeah.
No, we finally here, bro. So
there we go.
We've come together.
No, come on. I was always coming. Like you ask, I'm here. It's as simple as that.
You know what? I'm gonna go back in time. I don't know if you remember this.
Go on, he's gonna kill me. He's got all the good ones.
No.
Let them know that he's got all the good ones.
He's got the dubs.
No, this was years ago. Like I used to be on Deja. I don't know if you remember that. You remember I was on Deja?
Of course I remember you on Deja. I know you hardly on Deja. You used to be my go-to guy on Deja.
All right. So we was on Deja, and I'm not really the talkative, the whole interview man kind of. I'm not really on all that. Yeah, okay. I do the mic man stuff.
I remember, yeah, that's
boom,
right.
Boom. That's my comfort zone. This ain't.
Yeah.
So you've come to the studio.
Yeah.
And like I'm like, bruv, bloody hell, what are we gonna talk about? Like, this is you. Just keep it simple, bruv. Like, come on, we're brethren. Like, we know each other for a long time.
Exactly.
Like, just talk like it's normal.
Yeah.
Bruv, it didn't work, bruv.
Wow.
I'm just not that guy, bruv. But you know what? We're here, however many years later, and I'm ready for you now.
He went to get off his chest.
I'm ready for you now.
You know, last time we done this, I was so shit.
He's got a grudge, innit?
Oh, yeah, I was rubbish. I'm better now. So don't worry. I'm ready. Like, now come on, bro.
But you know what? Do you know what that shows?
Growth, go on.
It goes back to say.
Yeah, 100%. He feels comfortable in saying
right
that.
now. Right now. Like, you couldn't see yourself doing this certain time.
Now watch this now.
Exactly.
Watch this.
Big up Junior though, and Mac.
Big up Junior and big up Mac.
GCP.
In the building. So what I'm saying to you is that you don't know that I always rate you as a person with a mic when you're playing the sound and stuff. So you've never ever stroked me as a person that was like not confident
That's
around the mic.
That's what people say though.
It's weird because then off the mic we have in-depth conversations like normal. You're not you're a person that I can sit down and have a proper conversation with. I don't know why you're freezing up on the mic.
You have to know that.
It's comfort zones, innit? Like when you're in a dance, it's dark. It's formality.
Yeah, you're not the kind of.
You got the DJ there.
Yeah.
You know, you got your go-to. You know your words.
Crazy places as well.
I hear you.
Let me give you a similarity. Yeah, it's like grime days.
Okay.
Yeah, you have 15 man in one room in the studio.
Yeah.
Right? And everybody's ready to pass the mic and to spit their lyrics.
Yeah.
But as soon as that wheel up comes.
Yeah. Them ones.
And
then the beat starts. Yeah.
Yeah, he's back on it.
Yeah.
1, 2.
Like
Big up to.
You're not that guy. Because you're like from the sound man era. You're not that guy. We grew up listening to the sound man, the mic man.
Yeah, I get it.
You get what I'm saying?
No, sometimes I think for me, I had a lot of experience from early, like watching my dad on radio. He's a presenter.
Yeah.
So when your father,
who's your dad? Tell the people. Come on, you've got to go into it.
My dad is a well-known reggae DJ in the UK. Yeah, Natty B, and highly respected. He's done his thing over the years.
B,
and used to be on which station?
He used to be on Kiss, WNK,
Choice.
Come on. He's done his thing. You know him.
Yeah.
Pops, man. Yeah. So that's the musical journey is a bit deeper.
That's the third person that said that on the show.
Oh.
Okay. Yep.
Oh, is it?
Oh, he's Video Moses.
Yep.
But I've got to say rest in peace because we shot for Moonlight. Talk about Video Man Moses.
And his father
2 weeks later, his dad passed.
Oh, sorry to hear that.
So we spoke about it on this show. Condolences.
Yeah,
so
definitely.
rest in peace, man.
So that's Pops. He's done his time, and so it's done his time. He still does. He's on my show actually now as we speak. So he does his show, and it's funny. I think before the pandemic, we was in Margate with him, and I was like watching my dad like DJ, and like his fans, you know, like big man as he's coming, oh your dad, man,
Come
like
on.
he's a sick DJ, and I'm just like, yo, we followed him, like some Asian dudes, you know what I'm saying? I'm just like, yo, dad, you're like,
wicked,
like I would like to see that for myself.
Yeah,
like your age. I don't knock him because he's too old, but I'm just saying, like,
question.
Go on.
In your successful era, not in your coming up.
Okay.
Your successful area. From you blown and you been doing your thing, yeah?
So first at the starter blocks, basically.
Yeah. From you really got going. Mm-hmm. Have you and your dad ever collaborated where he's DJing and you're on the mic doing your thing?
Yeah, we have, you know, but
that's a good question still.
Alright, so we played together. I've held him at a couple of places, like I think at his birthday party or something like that.
Okay.
Something like
nothing proper, but you
No, but one time when it was on, I think who was we? Was it Jungle Times? I think it was my Jungle days, and I was getting big on Cool FM. No. So okay, let's say it was a Pay As You Go day, and it was in Ministry, and we was coming on next after my dad. So he played. We was in the second arena. Yeah. My dad was in the second arena. Yeah. I actually got the booking through my dad in it, so he brought me in the booking. So I brought the man in. We done with Ministry, and my dad was playing a set literally, and he was mashing up bashment, and obviously we come on and done the Gareth set. Yeah. So that was the moment handing me the mic.
Yeah.
So he's ready for Maxwell D.
Because you know what, that would be a parent's dream. Do you understand me? If that's what they do, you're a DJ, and then all of a sudden your child has come up and is blowing up.
But you know what's weird?
All of a sudden you're playing your set and your child comes and blows up your set by picking up the mic or something like that. That's a dream, bro.
My dad saw it from me from early because I used to go out with him when he used to go carnival and stuff like that, and I used to play, and then one time he let me just go on
and
big, like it's just so many people on a WNK stage, and I was on there, and he said, right, go on, do your thing, and I was like selecting, and I was on the mic, and I was hosting and DJing at the same time, and that was the best experience ever. That prepared me for any stage. After that, stage fright wasn't even a thing. It was just like I just saw a sea of people, and the energy for a young 11-year-old, you know what I'm saying, like 11, 12, if it was like 11, 12, like that energy was just a lot. You know what I mean? And big up Pops for that. So
So is that the age you first started then?
No, I see.
And what did you start as? Was it a DJ?
No, I started off in sound system days. You know what I mean? So when
was that as a DJ or just a man who was holding the mic?
On the mic.
DJ.
Okay.
Yeah, the hosting thing come a bit after.
Okay.
Yeah. DJing thing for me was more like obviously my dad had all the records, innit?
Yeah.
So when I went to live with my dad, I was living in his front room, like, you know how it is, like.
So hold on, he allowed you to take his records?
You're in the front room.
He allowed you to take his records?
No, well, I was in the front room with the records.
Oh, okay, all right.
So I knew.
So he never allowed you to take the records to play out?
No. What I did, I was just taking the copies. Like, cool, you got 2, yeah, I'm taking that one. It's free. He used to take me to Jetstar. Yes. And I used to just like suck at Jetstar's belly. So all the copies, you have tree of Budger Bantams, tree Cobras, tree that. So in my bag. And then before you knew it, like I linked up a couple other people that used to buy records and you know that man them on the estate, and we just come together. And then I had my first sound system.
Go on.
My very first sound system that I joined was in East London, and it was called Power Love. That had Chubby.
I remember the name.
Yeah, I know that name. I remember that name.
Power Love had like you would know if you're like Lady Force days, Power Love, like them days.
Yeah. All right. Now you said Lady Force.
We were Sapphire.
Yeah.
You remember Sapphire?
Yeah, of course. Of course I know you guys.
I'm glad you mentioned Jetstar because that's something that I would have forgotten about because remember,
that's what I was going to cut. That's what I was going to cut you.
Stan used to take me. Stan had a sound called Turbocharge.
I remember that.
He used to make me roll with him certain times, and he used to take me up to Jetstar with him. So yeah, man.
Because that's something we always talk about, like our record shop visits.
Yes.
Important.
Yes.
Where did you go?
So what?
Apart from Jetstar.
Apart from Jetstar to buy records.
Yeah.
As a young kid, on the bashment days.
Power Love days.
Where did I used to follow them not to? Literally, they used to go Dub Vendor.
Yep.
Yeah.
Which one?
Right. All right. Wait. There's a Grove one. Yeah. And there was obviously was it the one? No, it was Reds in Brixton, innit?
Yes.
It was Reds in Brixton. It wasn't. It was the Clapham Junction one.
Yep.
That was the go-to one.
Remember I used to say that to you?
Yeah, Clapham Junction one. Yeah, both of them.
Okay.
So, and then obviously Tottenham, Body Grooves.
Body music.
Why is it Body Grooves? Why
I call it Body Grooves? Some nay business, you know.
I call it Body Grooves.
Don't worry.
I know it's Body something.
Yeah.
Big up Nene, you know, he's selling your tunes then. He's selling your tunes.
Big up Nene.
Big up my girl Nene, man. I had Body Groove in my head for real.
Yeah.
Like literally, but
Body music,
Tottenham. So those are the little locals for the dancehall era. Was to get the thing, and obviously we used to cut dubs as well.
Yeah.
So but them times
you go to Music House.
Music House, and where else did we go? I think there was somewhere else my dad used to take me to. I can't even remember.
You know what's weird about Music House?
Go on.
It's almost like there was nowhere in the world, in the UK else to cut dubs, because people used to come from everywhere in the UK
Holloway.
to go Holloway.
It was just them lot.
Yeah.
Everyone knew them lot. Well, innit? Chris and that, and Leon. So I think R.I.P. Leon.
Rest in peace,
Leon.
Leon.
Yeah.
Rest in
God.
peace. Rest in
Yeah,
peace.
You know, big up
Legend,
Wookie as well. You know what I mean? That
Yes.
family there. That cutting era was very, very serious because I experienced it as in the Bashment era, and then experienced it again in the jungle era.
Of course,
and then
yeah,
I experienced it for myself as the garage era.
Ah,
Yeah, because
yeah.
the dancehall era, I'm just a pickney, dad's bare dreads and all that flying around,
Yeah.
rastas everywhere. You
Where
can't
was
see-
he? Where was he living when you was with your dad? What area?
My dad lives in Peckham.
Okay.
Yeah, so that's the pavements of Peckham. So I'm gonna give you.
You wanna go back? You wanna go back? Let's go back.
I'm
Take
gonna
it back.
just
Take it back, Denzel. Can I call you Denzel?
Yes.
Can I call you Denzel?
Okay.
Alright, cool. Go on.
But they can't though.
Ah, they can't.
The cameras can't.
Maxwell
Okay,
D
all
to
right.
you, yeah.
Yeah, the cameras can't. You do know me as Denzel differently.
Say
so,
that.
So
I didn't even know his real name.
I know
so
he just killed me.
Yeah, I know.
Like, yo.
Sorry, Max.
So it's fine. No, because Denzel's normal. Loads of people say to me like, when I hear Denzel, I'm like, where you know me from?
Yeah.
Where you know me
yeah.
from?
Where do you know me from?
That's exactly what comes to my head.
Yeah.
So I ultimately let my guard down. So
Yeah.
but going back to Denzel as Maxwell, I would say that as what we're in relation to what we're talking about, my journey starts from obviously North Peckham Estate.
Right.
But my parents, like my nan, come over from Jamaica because it's funny because I'll get you to why I have all of this in my brain.
Yeah.
Because of the project that I'm doing recently, anyway.
Right.
But basically, my nan come over from Jamaica. She come over in the Windrush with my granddad, and was it? Yeah, they come over and you know they made a place for themselves, etc., etc. They done their thing. Had my mum and my uncles and my aunties and stuff like that.
So
And
they had them in this country.
you had them in this country,
Okay,
yeah.
cool.
Right,
So
right.
then they lived originally. The first house that everybody linked up in was like Harlesden, Wembley. They were so it was
NW.
all my family, cousins and blood, relatives from Jamaica and everything crossed over. They're all Harlesden, Northwest. That is the root of my. You know what I mean? That's the root of my family. That's there. But then my nan decided to leave Wembley and that, and then she moved to Peckham.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Right.
My dad him and his mum, they weren't originally Peckham, they were originally in East London, Hackney.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? So he decided, when he got to about 10, 11 or whatever, he moved to Peckham, and that's where he met my mum. And obviously they conceived me. You know what I'm saying? So obviously I was growing up, I was from 0 to, I was born in Dulwich Hospital. I'm true South London born and bred.
Right.
Yeah, so-
Right. Didn't know that.
Yeah, no
I
one didn't know
Didn't know that.
So I'm real South London.
Fresh on the Statement Podcast. Fresh.
Yeah. So
Yeah.
Dulwich Hospital. So from 0 to about 8, 9. I was in Peckham as a young kid, going nursery and stuff like that.
Right,
Then my nan left and she bought a house in East London from Peckham to Leighton. So
Right.
she bought a house in Leighton, and then my mum followed her. Mums followed them. So we stayed with my nan. So we was just hopping around Leighton, different houses. My nan bought another house, and we moved to that house, and then my mum decided. Then she got her house, and then we was in Leighton. So for me, when I was getting in trouble with my mum and stuff like that, go and live with your dad.
Okay.
South London.
Right.
Yeah.
And then the school that I went to was like Tennyson's. So that was like Brixton, Peckham. So my whole journey as growing up as a little rude boy and getting into teenage years, it was it was back between Peckham and Leighton, Peckham, Leighton.
Okay.
And because I was a little gallus, that ventured me out
Made
to
it
Hackney,
worse.
because
Yeah,
all the girls I
okay.
dated was in Hackney.
Right.
So because it was their neighbours, innit?
Yeah.
So that's because I used to go to the under 18s in Hackney, because I was East London had DJ Keithley, Station FM.
Big up Keatley.
Big him
All
up,
day,
you know
all
what I'm
day.
saying?
Big up Keatley.
Yeah.
So because I used to
100%.
listen to that radio station, he used to promote his under 18 raves in Hackney.
Right.
So I used to ended up going to Pegasus, Factory, Barry's Diner, because of the Station FM following it. But I'm from Leighton, but no one doesn't know I'm connected to Peckham, and you know what I'm saying? It's mad. That's mad.
Yeah.
So
Yeah.
that's how I met people in Hackney and then Leighton. And then as I got older, so I was going to be in that journey, I got to like 15, 16, I met a guy that introduced me to another Denzel, you know what I'm saying, from Tottenham.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Let's talk it.
So when me and Denzel linked up, it was like, yo, your name's Denzel. I was like, yo, my name's Denzel. Like, yo, we should part. Like, fuck, it was like young kids that with the same name. And he dated a girl that I dated afterwards from North London as well. So, and we just liked each other. I think he knew I was a Slickers. I thought he was a Slickers. It was like a man them bread. Like, you know, like a bromance thing, but not like we was just like, let's go check the gal. So, but then he brought me to Tottenham. And he's a whole area and his old ends, and that was like popcorn or the rest of them lot. So I introduced me to that whole world. And so me and him was just about doing lots of stuff. So that was my journey. It was like North, Leighton, you know what I'm saying, like so East London, Peckham, South, and then my family from Northwest.
All the four corners. But you know what? The funny thing about it is, your journey, your story,
traveller,
is something that's a lot of people, they can't. The young people can't do that now. That's what's taking the piss.
Yeah, you could go. You could go every area
that is
code,
what takes
no
the piss.
problem.
You know, the young people them can't even go next door, much less go to the.
No, I've seen it shrink. I've seen it shrunk. I've seen it.
And this is where our young people need to start thinking about what they're doing.
Oh, definitely,
you know what I mean? Because if they can't go to the next end simply because they're from here, then hey, what is life going to be for you now?
You know what? It blew my mind when I saw it's like estate on estate.
Yes.
Like in the same ends. Like obviously when we was coming from some areas that are notorious now, they didn't even have a gang. Like it was like, oh shit. Like we used to just walk past it. Like it wasn't even existence. Like, oh, you are a crew now. When did that happen? Like what happened?
It's normal now, but at the time, I know what you're talking about. At the time, you're like, what?
And I will speak it, and I hope no one don't get upset. Like I'm not dissing anybody's area. This is nothing to do with areas. This is just like how it was in my day. If it was like South London, it'd be like the certain areas: Brixton, Peckham, Lewisham,
simple,
Clapham Junction. And then all the other areas would just like gravitate around to those.
And they might join up with certain parts. Just the same way it was like in North London.
Like little bits of edge of like none of them that we used to be linking with Peckham, and then like Lewisham had
joined
like
up with
Sydenham,
Tottenham,
like New Cross, like Catford. They had all that. Now
they link up to the big boys, to the main ones.
Right, you know what I'm saying? And that's how it was in North as well, and etc.
Them times back in the day, you didn't hear about no Hornsey bad man, no Turnpike Lane bad man.
It's crazy.
You know, Tottenham bad man. You know what I'm saying?
Nah, but you know what?
That's what you're saying.
That's what I'm saying. That's what
Edmonton linked up with Tottenham, and
they just broke it down by estate because if I use a reference to my old ends, like in East London, you know, Leighton even got split up to one side of Leighton is beefing with another side. But that back in the day, it was just like, we just walk there, go there. How could all of us from that same area would be classed as one?
Can we go back to you? Because we cut you. You was talking
it's fine.
When you came into Tottenham.
Okay. Yes. You want to go north?
Stay there.
I want to stay in North London. Oh wow.
Let's talk about North.
Yeah, we'll talk. That's where we're from, innit? So we'll talk about our home.
Alright, cool. What do you want to know about North?
No, you said you linked up with Denzel.
Yeah.
What was you doing?
I was in North London. We was doing a lot of stuff. I mean, it was the first time that I used to go West End. We used to pill clothes. You know, we used to go
left foot trainers,
Probetos. Them lot were different sort of scammers, man. You know what? For me, my criminal mind was different because I had different. I'm like government. I had the intelligence South London way to do it, the East London way to do it. You know, like it just like. So when I went to North, it was like as a young little boy, I was like, let me see how you man doing the thing. And then man would like they would go in places and put jeans over another pair of jeans, take off the tag, like try to go to the cell, take off the £10 cell tag and try to put it on the like £90 jeans, like or the £150 jeans, or just go. We used to go Harvey Nichols. We used to just like on job, and then we might go and steal. You know what I mean? Like go like. Alright, watch this now. So, I'm laughing because you just made me remember something. So I remember one day we went out, and then I first linked up a few of the man them from North, and it was my first time out with them. And I remember I got to Blackhorse Road.
Did you feel comfortable as well? Tottenham, man. Was you comfortable? Was you? Well, because you coming from? You're a traveller. No issues. No issues.
I think for me. The reason why I was confident...
He came over before the Hackney Tottenham war really exploded.
Definitely.
Way before that. Flower pot days.
Yeah, we was all like... So for me, like when around the Mandem, it was more exciting. It was like,
Okay.
I'm going to give you a story. One time I remember I was in Leighton. Quickly, I'm going to get back to that one, to North London. But one time I was in Leighton and I was in the arcade machine. I was really young. And I remember a guy coming into there saying, so not Max, Denzel, someone's looking for you. Someone, whatever. So this boy walked in. I've never seen him in my life. And he goes, no, it ain't you. later on, that like about a year later or something like that, I realised that it was Popcorn looking for Denzel.
Wow.
He come in, he must have got the bus and carried on. You know what I mean?
Okay.
So
look at that.
That was that. So when I finally did meet all that whole circle at the time, it was we went Black Horse Road and then we like I met them and it was like, yo, I done my Moschino and man was like, yo, you got Valentino's? I was like, yeah, man, where'd you get that from? Everyone was just like complimenting each other because man them just fly. Man were like, you know what I mean?
From early.
And it was that was like the go-to. Everybody just wanted to look fly innit? And be out there on their thing. So I went out with them and we went to Probitos and we was just doing a lot of madness and then we went back to Brewwater Farm for the day and this is my first time. It's like an outing for me, innit? Like took him down the whole of North London
on the bus, on the buses,
buses, trains. We're trying to take Versace glasses off people's heads. We're doing all sorts of madness. It was just on. I'm meeting up with different ones. I buck up my brethren. Pablo is now my good friend. You know what I'm saying? So big up Pablo, Jermaine, Jason Francis. Like just like my proper man.
The man.
Right. So you knew North Star before North Star.
Oh wait.
So you was in a privileged position in terms of the fact of you could actually go everywhere with the certain man.
The same year when it got grim, I was like, what I got man?
So basically, you was on that divide. Exactly.
No, you know it's crazy because when
you go to Hackney and Tottenham and you're cool with both.
The reason and in the Hackney situation, it was like more the olders that not the ones that were beefing so much in when it all kicked off. That I knew every single person, but I knew a few people that I was really cool with, and you know we've done some hustlings with. So when it all kicked off and stuff like that, I kind of thought, ooh, you know what I mean? Like everybody, people's phones were getting rung, and I just kind of like I'm a person that. By that time, I've left the street. You know what I'm saying? So it was.
You're saying that. How did Pay As You Go come together, and how old was you?
That was like 2002. Yeah, 2000.
No, but before Pay As You Go.
This is all before Pay As You Go. This is all before music. This is what you're talking about. Is all before music.
Before music.
This is my pavement days. Like this is before Maxwell was even born. Like he was born, but he was born on a junglist thing.
That's what I was gonna say. Before Pay As You Go was more the jungle.
This was this jungle, and this is my like the dark side of my life, if you might say. The young, I was early doing. As you seen the names that I'm mentioning, the people that I was around. I was on certain as a young. I was heading one direction.
Because I didn't know you them days. I'm just thinking Kevin, because how I met you.
It's Kevin, innit? Yeah,
Kevin.
So obviously
Kevin brought me to your house.
Exactly. So Katie now is a friend of mine in Leighton, his cousin. Okay. So I've known Kevin since he was a pickney. Like so
he was short them days,
Nah, he was always been tall. He's always been lanky. Don't get it twisted, And he's always been the same guy that he is. You know what I'm saying? So that I knew him. Even he's Edmund. I've never even known him as Tottenham like that. Don't get me wrong. He's North and he's Mandem.
Even before Edmund, it was Hartree, Holloway.
Well, you know what I mean. So I've grown up with him as a young boy, and so I have a different relationship with him outside of anything North or anything. Okay. So and Leon Smith as well, same thing as well. Like he's like got like his nan used to live in Cattle and stuff like that, Leytonstone. So I know him as a young boy from different areas. So we just know different people from different ends as growing up as kids. You know what I'm saying? In North, like the people that quote names or whatever. So cut long story short, I was saying to you that that was my little tour for the day in North London. Broadwater Farm. You know. Stealing cars,
metros,
exchanging borers, using our gassing, and then we ended up at Roller Express that night. I think it was Jungle Sound Clash. And then I remember we all went down there, and I didn't get in. I think Poppy slipped in, Denzel didn't get in, I didn't get in, and then a couple other men got in, and that's when I think I met a couple of the olders that. I think it was Patrick and a couple of other men them times. So then that's all done. I kept on going Tottenham a lot. And then then I'll never forget, I went to Hackney Downs with them one time. And then I was like, and I bucked up my bridge in Weng Weng. So, and then now I know, we're RIP Weng Weng. So the reason why I know Weng Weng now is because Weng Weng, I met him as a young little boy, as a 10-year-old. When I first moved to Leighton, as I said to you, my nan bought a place in Leighton, went from Peckham, and there was a little park that I used to go to, and Weng Weng's nan had a park. I mean, same park. Her house was around the corner from there, so I met him in the park. So as little boys, and then we ended up going secondary school together. Then he's from Hackney though, you know what I'm saying? So then when I'm going Hackney Downs Park, I'm walking in there. And I'm with the North lot, and then I see him, and he's with some of the North lot as well, and Eastman, and he's like, Denzel, like, but he knows me from later, and he's like, what are you doing? And he's seen the other Denzels, going, oh, look at the 2 Denzels, look at them, they're big noses, look. So like, we was just catching jokes. So yeah, like, I was with them for a little while as a young kid, doing a madness and stuff like that, and then I started just leaning back, and I ended up being in South London because, you know, going back to live with my dad and stuff like that. So yeah, I kind of missed the whole when it all went left between North and East. Okay. You know what I mean?
Stayed right out of it. Good.
Yeah, no, I wasn't around.
That was good. That was a gift.
I wasn't around, man. I was in prison. You know what I mean? When it was all kicking off.
Right.
So
okay.
I seen
Yes.
all sorts of madness on Wings, and so I know the backstory through being in jail, seeing it all go on. You know what I mean? Right. So yeah.
How long was he in jail for?
Well, like I done what was it? Just under 2 years. Yeah.
Just under 2 years.
Yeah, with the extra days and that. Yeah. So. Yeah, no, it's mad. I'm like a Rude Boy fan of Quincy. Like, let me give you a joke, yeah, because when I say a Rude Boy fan, I mean like
big up DJ Quincy first of all.
There's 2 Quincy's.
Oh, another Quincy.
There's 2 Quincy's.
Oh, another Quincy. Okay.
And that Quincy is from Peckham as well.
Oh, right.
There's one Quincy from Peckham, there's one Quincy from
the one.
That's
right. Okay.
Yeah,
okay.
He had the DJ group with gigs and all that.
Yeah.
And I know them lot different, like,
cool.
you know what I mean. So, but with the Quincy that you just mentioned, Quazzo. I've always, like, as a young youth, like, we was in Peckham and doing our little badness and and on Brixton's always been that notorious.
Yes.
And obviously, you know, I got like family members and like, you know, like cousins or what people that might know in the 28s or whatever in that little thing. And plus I went to school in Tennyson's, and there was a couple of Brixton man and 28s in my class, and you know who's in my class that nobody doesn't even know. You know, Face from So Solid, big up Face. So Solid Vampire. He was in my class, you know. Yeah, he's in my class in Tennyson's, you know what I mean? So when I saw him on the TV, I was like, yo, that's my guy from the classroom. What's going on here?
Yeah, go on.
You know what I'm saying?
From the classroom,
yeah, like literally. So when he saw me, he's like, Denzel. I was like, what?
No, Maxwell D.
Like, we laughed at it. Like, look at your face on Maxwell. So big up Face. You know what I mean? Enough love to him. He's my brother still.
Wicked.
So the whole, like, the Brixton affiliation was like growing up. So obviously, like, Quincy and the 28s and living in Peckham, like moving around with, like, as a Peckham boy, YPB. You know, you seen Brixton coming to Peckham and Burgess Park and Brockwell Parks and places where East and North man don't really gonna be, you know. Hold
on, you said YPB. What's YPB?
Younger Peckham boys.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, cool. So that was our, like, you know, a part of, like, you had PMS Peckham, like, and then you had, even in Peckham you had like Yellow Brick, North Peckham Estate, you know, like other little bits and pieces, but that was just YPB, Younger Peckham boys.
Right. Okay.
So in that whole section there, for me, with Quazzo and he was on the job, bruv. He was just on job. That is it. It's nothing. I mean, I heard, like, there was other people like Duffus and like the other Archers and all these names that I used to see growing up to, like, they're just on pure things. But yeah, like, I've seen him, I've been around and I've seen him bad up some, I've been like, it's been hysterics. Like, I've seen him like bad up some people at times. I just, like, you know, there was
is what it is,
I've had to tell him one time, like, he doesn't, you know, like when you're doing your bits and pieces when you was on your thing, you didn't really know who was around, you didn't know who was in the, you know, I'm younger, I was really short, so my eyes was alert, watching all the bad man, watching all the movement,
watching everything,
soaking it all in. And he, one for me, stood out. Like, his name used to ring. I used to be in East London. His name was ringing. Forest Gate. You know what I mean? Hackney. His name rung. You know what I'm saying? His name South rung. Like, and he done his thing. So when I like, I knew him from the ragga days of just that person around. I don't think we knew each other personally, like face to face properly. I just knew of him, like growing up and as a Peckham boy, whatever. But then I met him in prison. To your question, so when I landed in jail, he landed in there for what he was on, but I was already with a couple of his boys, as in like that on the wing, like Fat Shane and a couple other man them I was just chilling with. So obviously when you come on the wing and you're around your kind of people, you kind of talk. And I was a cleaner as well, so I was out my cell. So man them like, yeah, he's useful, innit? Like, so, you know, you start talking, and obviously my cousins, so yeah, and we just started chatting, and yeah, it was cool. He was jokes. He was the same person outside, inside. You get me? Just bare jokes and just running jokes, and he's cool, man. Yeah.
So you've come out of jail now.
Yeah.
Like, was the mindset like? What was you about? Who did you call?
Get money. Like, yeah, it was. I heard too
Yeah,
many
but
stories.
is that the same mindset? Like you've
No,
gone
obviously
into
I went
jail?
in a robber and come out a shotter. That's
Right, okay.
exactly what happened.
So it's the same mindset then.
Basically,
really,
yeah. I went into it. I was like, right, don't touch the people's things no more. Like, I thought someone come inside there. Yeah, I was like, it was. I learnt my lesson. Like, don't go and touch the people's things.
But-
Leave the government people's things alone and find another hustle.
Yeah.
That's how it was. Because that, like, I didn't want to be in jail. Like me, like no girl, no girl. It was no like for me. It was a lot.
Was he getting love in jail? Was he
you know
getting
what?
letters?
I was always getting letters from like whatever. It's funny because I had my little circle of.
That just sounds so old school right now. We should get letters in
No,
jail.
it's cool love. It's important.
I
It's
know.
important.
You know what?
I know,
Letters
but you know
are
what
called
it is?
love.
It's important.
No, reason why I say it like that. Letters. You know what I mean? Not emails.
Pen
not
pal,
emails.
pen pals. Remember pen pal? Yeah, letters
You know what I mean?
with a stamp.
Put it through the.
Yeah, the stamp proper. Yeah.
So like like on a real though, like them when in prison it was more like, you know, like letters and just there riding. It was hard.
Visits.
Yeah, like I was calm. I was always good. Do you know what? I'm gonna give you another story from another South man, from another 28 from back in the day, and it was Ninja. And it's obviously we bucked each other in prison. And big up Ninja, wherever you're there. Funny because he is a Garms man. Like he's a Garms man. I laugh because I love him for it, because you know when someone's about their shizzle, and I was about my shizzle. Like I was like, you know.
But you're looking at him like fucking.
Like he was on job. There was only a certain few man that
Yeah.
I used to be like, he's on some crows was my thing.
Yeah.
Some man used to smoke food. Some man used to like do whatever. Everyone had their vices.
Yeah.
Clothes was my vice.
That's your go-to,
Yeah,
yeah.
I just So in prison, you could in Huntercombe when we.
I like your T-shirt by the way as well. You
Oh,
know,
thank you.
still.
This is just like serious world. It's like
What?
just a casual thing. Couple things coming out in soon, but
We-
we'll get
Hold
to
on,
that.
that's one of
We
yours,
say,
yeah?
We say me and Longers can get
no,
for the
yours, yeah.
show.
Yeah,
and,
of course it is,
bro.
yeah, all right,
You
cool.
spoke about clothes, innit? So I just know it's a T-shirt
Yeah,
still.
no, thank you.
Yeah.
Good promos, man. No, but it's just like something I just casually just like wearing at the moment, and but there'll be some merchandise. I should have bought some merchandise.
You hear him casual. It's just casual. It's just,
Forgive me, I
it's
didn't
just
bring
a
my
casual.
merchandise. I'll come prepared next time with some merchandise.
Yeah, we'll talk about that.
So
No problem.
yeah, back to the quickly, just gonna scale through that
Yeah.
that session there. So
Yeah.
Ninja now in prison, Huntercombe on the wing. You wear your own clothes. He's always coming out dripping.
Yeah.
Just dripping.
Yeah.
And I was just like, nah, man, I need my clothes. I gotta get my clothes on my visit. I was upset, and I told you lot are gonna bust up. So this time I was saying, the girl that I was seeing at the time, I was like, yeah, I need my 110s. You can't give me no classics, none of that. No. These man on the it's 110s only.
110s only.
110s only. Yeah, obviously I'm already like got my Moschino and I got my thing and rare, but my footwear wasn't happening.
Yeah,
and Ninja them, like they always busting up like, yo, where's your footwear? Like people used to get run.
Okay.
Bants, yeah, gel bants.
Yeah, okay.
So I was like, right. So I remember saying to her like, yeah, look, just get the new TNs, yeah, the orange and black, the back end of the orange and black ones. They just come out. I need them. She's like, yeah, cool. Fam, got on the visit. Yeah, these lot were crying with laughter.
Girl.
Got on the visit.
I know you're crying
There's
already.
a West Youth called Bruno, and he worked down the thing.
Yeah.
So as I come onto the visit, he saw me and he gave me that shake, that nod, like, nah, it's not the one. So I come on the visit, because after the visit you get your trainers and that.
Yeah,
but
yeah.
all through the visit he's looking at me, he's like, nah,
No,
it's not the one.
it's not the one.
So I'm
Yeah, exactly that. Oh shit.
So I said to the girl, so I'm excited. I'm like, yeah. So we're talking. She's like, look, yeah, I couldn't get you the 110s, and and like the whole visit, I just didn't want to be there.
Yeah.
The whole visit,
Yeah.
I was vexed.
Spirit weren't there.
Nothing. They took it. I was like, what? And so he's like, she's like, oh, you're gonna like it anyway. I'm not even gonna say nothing anyway. Visit done. Got off the visit, and that's when them lot just laughing. So I got all the man them in.
Oh, so hold on. They've seen. They open the package before you've seen it.
The man them that on my wing work at the reception part.
Oh,
Okay, so they've
so
seen
open
it.
the visits.
Okay.
They've seen what I've
You're
got.
not gonna like this, then.
So the whole talk on the wing, I've gassed it up like, yeah, I'm getting my 110s. Like, you man, watch, I got the new TNs in, huh? They're coming.
Orange
Orange
now.
and black ones. Trust me, watch. You man are gonna see. The visit was a madness. Cause when I come off the visit, when the visit done and I walk through to the reception part to pick up my trainers, man, I'm just crying. When I picked up the trainers, there was old school Reebok classic gums, ice orange gums.
Okay,
yeah.
We all had them, but I get what you're saying.
They were all right for Reebok.
Yeah, they're all right. But your expectation was
110s.
you want orange and black 110s.
Bruv, when I got back to the wing, Ninja was crying. He was killing me. They got me. That day they got me. I was certain to God. So
that the flipping prison is a fashion show, bro.
What?
Come on,
I know that shit.
To get trims on the wing.
I know that.
Standard visits,
bro.
On the visits.
Honestly, it was a serious thing.
Yeah.
It was a very serious thing.
I thought man just rolling about in flipping whatever prison getting crocs or something.
There was some serious stories, man. There's some serious stories, man.
So, all right. So you've come out. You was a robber before you went to prison.
Yeah.
You come out a shotter.
Yeah. I just got
How long
busy.
How long did that last for?
Not long, you know. When I say shot out, it was weird because it was a kind of for me. I never was a man that thought just like I wasn't. What did I say? I was a hustler, but I weren't really. I was just like grabbing people's things. It was easier to just like do the mathematics, and I used to see certain older man on the show. I was young, you know what I mean. So when I come out, I'm like what, 20. You know what I'm saying? I'm just fresh. I'm 20, so my brain's a bit more switched on. So when you're going before teenager days, it was just robbing. I weren't really trying to shot teenager days. Don't get me wrong. The youngsters today, they're on a whole nother ball game.
Long time ago,
but us lot, it was robbery was the fashion, if you know what I'm saying. And then it was everyone wanted to be a shotter kind of vibe. And then when I come out, so it was like the line used to bang, and basically that was my thing for a while. And it was a case of I still used to hang around with certain music people, as in from my college friends like Wiley and Target and that. So I met them in college.
Okay.
And
what college you go?
I used to go Wolfen Forest College.
Okay.
Not for long though.
What years? Because I was at Wolfen Forest from 94 to 97.
That's where you know me
That's
from.
where we met him.
But yeah, I remember Target, but I don't remember Wiley there.
He didn't go there that long.
I don't remember why there. He
No.
weren't even there.
He was in and out. He started, but he didn't stay.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean Target, Joel, Ibby, Breeze, sorry, and them lot. So yeah. They started.
Matches.
Yeah.
Bush.
Yeah, there was a lot of people there. Yeah.
Gus.
Yes.
Gus, yeah.
Yes. Obviously, Elstone as well. So for me, that college coming out prison, you know, the road, changing it over to meeting. Like obviously, I met them lot already before I went to prison, like Wiley and stuff like that. When in college and Target and that. So I was always, even though it's funny that we're talking about my dark side of my life. There was also a parallel that was always doing music. You know, like I was always a jungle fan. You know what I mean? I was always MCing at house parties, and you know what I mean. The stuff from my dad. I always used to idolize Stevie Hyper D. So I was the journey was just like
Hyper, the
legend.
I was like he was my everything. That's what really. And growing up in a sound system with my dad and that, so I also watched the sounds like Ninja Man, Papa San, and all the Sting.
Tiger.
Why you got the Jamaican accent when you're in your chat?
Yeah, that is it. My whole household was just like you know. Just Jamaica.
Yardman business.
Everything. Okay, it was no way escaping.
That was street culture, really.
Yeah,
to be honest.
everyone had a string vest. Don't let them fool you. You was Ghanaian, you had a string vest. You don't. You Nigerian, you had wannabes. It's just be honest.
Yeah. Bleach jeans.
Everyone had it. Like it wasn't. Yeah, it was. You just brought it back.
How Pay As You Go got put together?
Right, Pay As You Go got put together because it's so. You know what it is. It's so many different parts of Max's stories. It is quite long and it is in depth and so I have to keep bouncing on things. So when you throw certain questions at it, better believe there's a whole episode and a
leading up to it
coming with it. Pay As You Go.
Include as much as you can. Okay. You can't say everything.
Okay, all right, cool. So Ladies Hit Squad was me, Wiley, and Target. Done.
That was first.
That was first. Like, them lot brought me in and said like, Max.
What was it called?
Ladies Hit Squad. Ladies Hit Squad. Yeah, that was like Target and Wiley were DJs.
Who was out at the time when Ladies Hit Squad? Because obviously there must be someone out there. They thought, I want to be like them, or not be like them, but this is our time now.
Well, Ladies Hit Squad was our little thing, and there was Ready Pay As You Go on the station.
Ladies Hit Squad was his actual sound, or was that?
Ladies was just me, Target, and Wiley, just us on Rinse FM.
Okay, all right.
So two DJs and an MC.
Okay, cool.
Them not say, look, get back on Garage, like come on this thing, like they know me from Jungle, they rate me, I come out of prison, them like come on, like you can like whatever. And then this is obviously I've been around Nicky Slim Ting in the Jungle era, and then in the Garage era, they were like my music buddies, you know what I mean? They always got me around back to music. Even though you're a bad man, you got your road bad man friends. It was I always kept my music friends close. So when I got back into the music world, it was like, come on Rinse, and I said, alright, cool. So I started MCing. I was a bit fast when I first started into Garage because I was just doing Jungle.
Yeah, it was on that tempo.
Yeah, I was on that tempo, so I had to kind of slow it down. And then that was us, Ladies Hit Squad. and then Pay As You Go were already on the station, and it was Plague, and it was Major Ace, and it was Slimzy, and they were popping. They had their show, their little show, their live-ins, and they're like live call-ins and they were popping. They were doing their thing, and it was Wiley that said, "Oh, Max, I made this beat. It's instrumental. I want you to jump on it." And I remember as he was doing that, God's Gift, known as Pepsi back in the day.
He's been known as Pepsi.
Yeah, he was known as Pepsi. Yeah, his jungle name. Yeah.
Yeah.
He joined Pay As You Go, and so they had that. They were solid even more. So God's Gift, and he had a tune at the time called Mike Tribute.
God's Gift's cold.
Like G to the O to the
Yeah.
So they were stiff. They were really doing their thing, and I think Genius was there, making them beats and stuff like that, and they were just doing their thing. So Wiley went to the studio. I went with him, but he come to me and said, "Look, I got this beat. I really want you to spit on it." Obviously, I'm his MC. You know, he's my DJ, and took us to the studio. I was there.
That's important, you know. You just said it. Wiley was the DJ.
Yeah, he was Wild Child.
And you was the MC.
Wild Child,
That was his jungle name, but then like that's where he got it from. Yeah.
So again, good.
Yeah. So Wiley was the DJ, and then he said to me, "Max, I want you to spit on this tune. Give me a 16 bar." And so I was like, cool. So I went to the studio with him. I remember he had this like floppy disk, and he put it in the thing, and they loaded up their sounds and that. And me and Ace was there, and Gift was there. No, Gift wasn't there, but he already got a hook from Gift. Like, no weed.
Okay.
So I was like, so I was listening to it, and I was listening to the thing. So like Wiley said, yeah, look, I wrote my verse, and Ace was like, he wants Ace to do his verse and where. So they kind of like said, you go first, Wiley go second, and I'll go third, and then Gift will go last. So we just kind of done the order like that, and then it was like, cool. So we laid that tune down, and I laid it down and forgot about it, and just carried on doing Lady Sit Squad, whatever. But then obviously Wiley was playing it on radio, we cut it on dub, and then I think Wiley put it on wax. And then as he put it on wax, I remember like we got into like Exposure and certain places just to get it played and that. And I think we had one meeting one time, and I'm trying to think how it works now, because it's a lot. It might be some things missing, but I remember we had a meeting, and it was a meeting about us linking up. Like, why don't we just link with them lot? You know what I mean? Like because like the tune's getting big.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? It makes sense. Like, you know, we all know each other, all friends. You know what I mean? And then I think we just linked up, but I'm sure we was getting popular. Why? I'm sure that tune was getting popular.
It was. I remember. It was everywhere.
That tune is the reason why Pay As You Go.
Now I'm gonna tell you why the tune got big. That's what a lot of people don't know, and I can proudly say it with my chest. I am responsible for that track getting big.
Big up Maxwell D.
And the reason why, because I connected the dots.
Yeah.
Okay.
And the reason why I connected the dots is that I, at the time, was a Lady Sit Squad, but going out solely, and I got on Vital Edge Agency. And when I was on Vital Edge Agency, they sent me my first booking at Coliseum.
So it's basically Vital Edge is a bookings agency for artists.
For artists.
Okay, cool.
For MCs at the time. Yes. So they booked me out, and they gave me my first booking at Coliseum with Martin Lana. And then the next booking they gave me was in France with T-Bone.
Right.
So the first time
So basically you're distributing the song.
No, that's not how I connected the dots.
Okay,
That's how I met T-Bone, and I'm going to tell you how he pumped the tune to make it big. So by meeting T-Bone, T-Bone's the guy that produced Kai Sparks' Rolling with the SDK, the I, the L.
Yeah. So the Sparks, the flyby, got you flying high.
Yeah.
Because he produced that tune there, I was like, like you're a producer in the game. I'm new, I'm young, I'm just like, you know, Ladies Hit Squad, I'm on the radio, but I'm doing this stuff here. And then he was like, yeah, man, like I got a studio, I DJ on Ice FM, my partner's on Ice FM. I got a label with him called Solid City. We release tunes, and then his partner is Tony McMahon from Exposure. Right, so I'm like, ding.
Yeah.
I'm like, links.
Big boys.
Yeah, so I'm like, finding a way in. See how my brain was moving. So I was like, all right, cool, T-Bone. So we done the booking in France, and we really got on. So me and him got on, and he just said, I said to him, look, man, we done one next booking, and I played him. I said, me and my crew got a tune. Do you want to listen to it? I remember I played him on a TDK 90, bro, all hissy and shit.
Come on.
And I played him to him, and he was listening to it. He's like, yo, this is banging, bro.
Yeah.
He goes, who produced it? I said, my brethren Wiley. He goes, yeah, what you lot called? I was like, yeah, but my groups were called, that's how I know. I weren't Lady Six called, I was Pay As You Go at that time. Because when I said it to him, I said, no, my crew, Pay As You Go. He goes, all right, cool. And I said, bring my man down to the studio. I would like to meet him and that, you get me? I'm interested in the tune. So obviously gone back, gassed up Wiley, yo, you got to meet them man there, right there. So he's come with me. And I remember coming to the studio Wiley because Shy FX was in the same studio and Master Steps was in the same studio. They were in Whitechapel.
Okay.
Yeah, so they were in that building there. So as I've gone in there, you know, Wiley, we met T-Bone, we sat down, So T-Bone's really got his infrastructure of how he's going to blast the tune and promote the tune. So he said to Wiley, look, let me take the tune over there. But I think we always kind of gave him cold feet, went away, sold 1,000 units of white label because I remember he pressed up the white label and he done his units or whatever on his own back.
Yeah.
And then I think when he hit Hard Times maybe, then he went back to T-Bone and then he's like, yeah. He sold him Noe, Terrible, and I think I Will Not Lose, if I'm correct. And he put them out on his label, but with the infrastructure of the radio station ISFM. So we was getting power played, adverts, everything like. So we really had a traction building as well as us coming from East London as it is. You know what I'm saying?
And doing your own promoting, your own marketing.
And then this white label when people are buying the tunes and stuff like that. So that's how we started. That's how we got together, and really kind of that tune kind of spurred it off. As thing, and then solely on my own in the blue corner.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So as Noe,
another one.
Yeah. So as Noe was getting big, and the whole transition over to T-Bone and into whatever, Sirius was taking its own legs on its own.
Oh yeah. When did that? Was that was all part of the same time? Yeah.
Yeah. So Sirius was 2000. And it was before.
Jeez, that long ago.
Around 2000.
But even when Noe blew up, just as we're on that, like, what was it like when Noe blew up? Because Noe is a classic.
Like when you
it's
went.
Kind of weird.
Both classics, to be honest.
We didn't really PA Noe that much, you know.
Serious when Maxwell did his solos.
Yeah.
So that was a bit further down, innit?
Well, no, not even. Like I think what happened. Well, Noe and Sirius is the same time. I think Sirius just went further. That's all. In a way, and in a way, like Noe is a classic, but Sirius got into the charts.
But it was a couple years later though, Sirius, isn't it?
Huh? No, not even. Noe was done in 2000. Sirius was done in 2000. Those were the set of tunes that we was vocaling. Yeah.
Oh wow.
Yeah, no, I was looking at it.
They may have just popped off at different times.
They did pop off at different times because like Noe went the underground route. Yeah. Sirius was the underground route, but then it got signed.
Okay.
So that's what edged me onto another the extra commercial ladder.
Yeah. That's why I looked at it like that.
Yeah, exactly.
From my perspective, just as a viewer.
Yeah, as a viewer.
Yeah. Noe was the.
Noe was getting like it was bumping
massive.
Yeah, it was popping. It was getting reloads and stuff.
Everyone kind of, like after that page you go and then.
Yeah, but we didn't PA that tune as much.
That's what I was gonna ask
you. We didn't PA that tune. No, I can't remember bare PAs of Noe. We weren't out there doing bag of PAs. No, I think Giff was in Joe as well.
I think that was around the time when the authorities were trying to shut everything down as well.
Was it that time?
Probably.
Radio was at its peak at that time.
Yeah, but still, like in terms of them doing shows.
No, I'm not.
Do you know what I mean? There's certain shows that just weren't.
I'm saying why it was so impactful.
Okay.
Because radio was at its peak. Because no one
it was pumping on radio.
Yeah. You remember the crews got the tune. They had tunes a bit later down.
Yeah. There was no crews at the time, other than Soul Solid, Heartless, and Page Go.
And Heartless had their actual rhythms a bit later down.
It's before Superglue.
Yeah.
Way before.
When Noe came out, it was like right.
Noe was playing with tunes like with what Garage tunes?
The Wookiees
and all that. Yeah, you got it.
Now, this is my question with that. Now, was whether you lot cared or not is the question. Around that time, Garage was still blowing. How did you lot feel about being shunted by the Garage MCs? As in, like, nah, we don't want them on our scene. Or did you just not care?
Yeah, at first it was.
And actually, was it said, or is it just like what you felt like? Was it?
No, there was talk behind the scenes. There was talk behind the scenes.
No,
there was. So you got like, I get it because when we was in position, I got it. You know, it happened to us too. So when we was coming up as a hungry and wanted to touch, it's by enemies necessary, right?
Yeah.
So, but obviously things have a procedure, and jumping on the mic and spraying your 120 bars to a crowd that doesn't know you, ain't gonna really go down the greatest, is it? Like, and
and so especially when they're used to that sign of totally
different style. Yeah.
So, but we was like, that shit, man could spit better bars than them. We need to get on there, like.
So they should hit us. Kind of created its own
our
divide.
voices were all tinny and that, like you're not ready yet. Like you don't know how to control a crowd. You know,
I was about to say that. Don't need to entertain. You just basically
to squeeze your life away. Yeah. So obviously for that coming up and trying to get into the big, and they're big men.
Yeah.
We're kids. Like some men are like, you know, towering over you. Like they're big men trying to get into a big man's game, and you're young teenager or early 20s. You know what I mean?
With the wrong attitude as well. You're not even doing
the
it.
street attitude.
You're not even doing it right either.
So getting involved in the garage for me was like, there were times where, you know, man like passing the mic, they don't know you, but that wasn't really too much for me too. Only a little couple here and there, but not after a while. I was getting known quite early because of serious.
So was that breakaway a smooth transition, or was it just a case of like it was just let's just sort of do our own thing?
It was like what with the garage thing. It just evolved into the rhythms. It was the production. Productions that we started playing was our own production. Like Wiley was making stuff, you know, Genius was making stuff, Target was making stuff, and then them lots brethrens were making stuff. You know what I mean? And like, you know, Johnny Cashes was selling stuff, and then it just started forming, and then the sidewinders started coming, and then the rave started getting darker, and then, you know, it was like the gal level. It was like they wanted to hear the bars, like 45. Know it there, like it's here. No, Max, it's here. No, I know you're saying it on stage, but I've actually got it right here. I'm a murderer. You know, must stop him, man. Go on, Maxwell. You know, this. It was the street was a like, you know, like we was there. So I understood that why you know how things evolved into grime, and we,
because that's exactly what it did. It went from garage, and there was a little breakaway that went one direction, and then all of a sudden turned into grime. Yeah,
it was happening. Everything was happening. So Solid were a part of it. Heartless Crew were a part of it. It was a cultural movement. People split it up and say, you know, when did it start? When did grime start? Like grime started.
I'm not saying
no, I know, but I'm just gonna say that reference to everything. As people say, I always hear these things, and I'm like, grime started with the culture. When the culture started changing, as in from garage going into grime. You know what I mean? The raves, the reloads, the Eskimo dances, the area Watfords. It was a certain period of, even when the certain rude boys that were coming to dances, it all changed everything. You know what I mean? That's how grime really got grimy.
And you know what? With everything you're saying, one bit of feedback that we keep getting is that people saying they love the way people start mentioning certain events, certain venues, blah blah blah, because it kind of takes them back. So when you're talking about area Watford, when you're talking about Roller Express,
of course,
do you understand what I mean? People are like, I forgot all about those things. You know what I mean?
EQ,
and those are
more
legendary.
We queued up outside there. We stole tickets from people. We done a lot of shit. You know, it's got like a childhood to adult memory as well in the early 20s and stuff. And then performing at those places. You know what I mean? So with Pay As You Go being early, we weren't around that long. People think that we was around that long.
That's what I was gonna go to. So I was saying, skip that. Go of however long it is, however long Pay As You Go lasted. Yeah. What was the ending days like, and how did it kind of?
It was like, I would say,
finish.
Egos amongst the group where some people maybe didn't feel others were that great. People wanted to do. I think other people. That crew, everyone was talented. Yeah, but you got to look in it. It's like everyone's survival of the fittest inside. Not so. Alright. When people see this, when you lot see this, I want you to understand what I'm trying to say. What I'm saying, towards the end of our demise, Pay As You Go demise, we had people in groups, maybe weren't saying it, but like on sets, people were more like, just like little things. Even, let me give you an example. Heartless versus Pay As You Go. And I want to say it as clear as possible.
Yeah, go on, say it clearly. Epic, like, very epic time.
Me and Bush, we spoke about this as well. We never come there to clash Heartless Crew. We was on the way to another booking. I had nothing to do with it. Me and who was it with? Yeah, me and Ace was going somewhere else. R.I.P. my brother Major Ace. Yeah. Sandra calls us. She's like, Max, them lot are doing a booking. The other half of Page You Go doing a booking, which is Wiley and Gift, and Plague went there. Wiley and Gift, they're in area Watford, Destiny's Watford, doing a set. Heartless Crew are down there. Reason why we went down there. And I saw Bushkin say it on a podcast the other day. It was a case of there was a clash in Birmingham that was meant to happen, where all the crews were meant to clash.
What was the crews?
Yeah, like Genius Crew, Heartless Crew, Pay As You Go.
Genius Crew.
There was a bag of crews, every crew you could think of at the time, and it didn't happen. But I don't think them not remember, but I remember like saying to a man, oh, I think I did holler up front or something like that. Are you not going or something like that? And I think he was like, no. I got some miscommunication, I think back years ago. And then I found out that them man, they turned up. You know, them like, turn up, they're over there, of course they're gonna turn up. You know what I mean? They got their dubs already.
Who was it? Who was it? It was the other part of Pay As You Go.
No, this is why I'm saying the story.
Yeah.
Why we actually went to that booking.
There was a certain man that was at what's it called? Was it
Destiny's Watford?
Yeah.
So
everybody was supposed to be in Birmingham, but
Birmingham was meant to happen before this actual booking.
Okay.
And then when we was a clash was on the horizon, like clash talk, like
everywhere.
It was air.
Yeah.
Bushkin and Major Ace have their own issues.
Oh, for real?
Oh, okay.
Yeah, not that. It wasn't terrible, but they've already clashed already twice.
Right.
Yes.
All right.
Not twice. One in Nicky Slim Thing's house.
Yeah.
No one heard that.
Exclusive.
Exclusive. It was the grime.
Garage. This is garage. Yeah, this is garage era. And then,
but them times were clashes anyway. So
yeah, exactly. And then again, I think at Rumble.
Not like that one.
Not like that one. Then Rumble, and then they had some little thing. So obviously they've Bushkin's always said that Ace kind of bit his style and his pattern and Reebok lyric, like okay, I understand that. Right. So he always had that vibe with him. Nah, man, he's biting my lyrics kind of thing. So and obviously they had their little vibes. I think Ace was poking, like teasing Bush. Bush, you piss him off, he's gonna get annoyed, innit? He's gonna snap. So
you have to mention them days, each crew rolled with a banger man from the hood.
That as well. So. Page ago, don't even ask me. There was hundreds of us.
That's what I said. Every crew.
Because I've got eyes. It depends who wanted to roll with me. It could be Southman. It could be my new friends. It could be my I was different. I'm traveller. You would see any different with me at the time.
No one would know about that these days. So you have to mention them days.
It's true.
And what's the fact is the crews were all chatting positive lyrics.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, definitely.
In terms of today. But
So, in comparison today.
I say that when we got to when we done that booking and we got to the booking, I got there, them lot were at the end of their set. Yeah. You know what I'm saying? So
when you say them lot, you talking about Heartless or
no, Pay As You Go, like
okay,
it was Wiley Gift and I forgot what DJ it was. They were at the end of their set. And there weren't that much people in there. People have to realise, I don't care. There was about, I don't know, it was half full.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm gonna laugh when I'm saying this. Okay. Because it weren't like when you say clash, you say clash, do you not say, when I say clash, I say it's sold as a clash.
Yes.
You come to see your team, you come to see your team versus that sound, and you got, and then you're gonna have it out of the night at exactly the same time. So
you're saying it wasn't that? It wasn't that?
No, like they won. They had the better night because like they come on after us.
Yeah. Okay.
They wanted to hear Heartless. This is simple as that.
Yeah.
And then I tried to salvage it, like you know what I mean, because I didn't know, and I said this in another podcast before. I didn't know what Ace kind of their little isms and schisms. So when I passed Bush the mic, it was generally like you're to start your set, do your thing.
Oh, did you get flack for passing the mic over to Bush?
No, it was Ace was saying something in the background on the other mic. Like,
there's another mic going on.
Yeah, Ace was saying, you hear it on the tape.
Max,
you can hear it on the tape.
Max, you got to remember, a lot of us heard the tape.
Yeah.
Like, you could go on YouTube now and look and type Heartless Crew versus Pay As You Go. Yeah. We can only hear the tape, but we can't vision it.
Yeah, I know.
So it's mad. It's something that is like, I know.
So like,
we'll never see.
We're on the stage in it. Like, if you see the balcony, the Destiny stage, I
don't remember Destiny.
Yeah, you gotta remember
Destiny. Yeah.
So we're as that's going on. I think Ace has said something because I'm just trying to gather my thoughts. So it's like Ace is doing some funny business on the mic, whatever. Bushkin's picking up his energy. Like, he's like thinking, oh, it's on. Then I've given him the mic. He's like, oh, Ross, it's definitely on. Them man don't want to clash.
Oh,
so he's come out and he's gone, no way. Like, no, what did he say? Well, I can't remember what he said first. Talk about, no, that was after. That was after.
That wasn't his first lyric.
That wasn't his first. That's when.
I'm trying to think of his lyric.
Wait, come on, he said his thing.
On that kind of top melody though.
So,
no weed.
Nowhere, you got nowhere.
Yeah, you got nowhere. You got nowhere.
Yeah. That was Mo. And Mo came.
No, that was Mo. That was Bush. That was Bush.
Mo said something about no weed. Yeah, he said that afterwards.
Yeah.
No, yeah. I didn't smoke at the time, so he was definitely got that right. He got that right. I wasn't smoking, Zach. I wasn't smoking.
You weren't talking to Max.
He got that right. I wasn't smoking. But now on the real though, when Bush done that, it went off. But it was a shock for me. I lost my bearings. Like I was like, what? Them man thing. So obviously commotion.
Hold on.
But yeah, so you got Gift screaming on one mic. Bushkin's the crowd are like, oh my God, it's gonna go down. Like, I'm on the stage like...
And what was it? Majority girls, guys, what was it? Because we can't vision it.
It wasn't that busy. It was like a half-empty club, let's be honest. Let's just be honest.
Okay.
It wasn't your sidewinders. It wasn't like Ram. It weren't a name brand.
It sounded mad though.
There were people, and Bushkin can vouch me, there were girls at the front with Heartless Crew t-shirts on, let's be honest.
Okay, yeah.
The funny thing is, you can tell it was a Heartless crowd. You can tell.
You felt it.
And the reason why I've always said that is because the difference between lyrics and gimmicks. Do you understand what I mean? Heartless had gimmick lyrics, where you guys, even though you're doing most of your songs, it was lyrics.
No, we was coming through as artists.
Garage at the time.
Yeah,
so
we were. We could see.
Yeah,
no,
exactly. But that's my point. That's why you can tell it was basically a Heartless crowd.
100%.
Listen, Heartless Crew for me have always been like amazing. They're my favorite. Like, I have to. Let me tell you why I rate Heartless Crew. No one doesn't really know that it was Fonty. Yeah, that. When Nicky Slimting and that was around them lot, when I first was around Slimting doing the jungle, when he had Slimting had an under 18s rave called Rumble. So, because he used to book them lot, I kind of met them and they used to come to his house and his parties or whatever. Right. So I was around them before I was Ladies Hit Squad, before I even come Page You Go. So I remember Fonty and that we went to Croydon's on dance, and I remember I had my tune Serious the first time, no one even heard it. And Fonty just played it. Like, showing love. I'm rolling with you for the day. You know, I'm a MC. Like, Mo knows me from Jungle. Yeah. Bushkin's like, yeah, you cool, boom, boom. And then they played my tune and that. And they were showing man love. Played it on radio. So there was, me and Bush, we just had bare, like, love for each other from the beginning. It was only because I joined Page You Go why it went a bit sour. I had to defend them in a way where, not them, like, they needed defending, but Ace and him had, and Ace was my right-hand man at the time. So it was a bit sticky. And I'm a low person.
Yeah, of course.
Clashes,
Go for it.
Dizzy Rascal and Crazy Titch.
What about?
You know, like you was the only man in there, yeah?
Oh, that day.
on the roof.
I always end up in situations like yet again, I just can't pass him.
Allow it, man. Allow it.
I just allow it.
You don't allow it.
The whole time, I'm watching him because I can see his eyes like.
He's baffed again. Max is baffed again. That same moment. Oh, what's going on here?
Talk about that.
My body language tells it all, innit? It's bait.
Dizzy Rascal clash.
Alright, let me just spin off the last thing with the Bushkin and the Heartless thing, and then I'll go to the Crazy Titch one. With the Pay As You Go one, that day I feel that they had it, and Bushkin was prepared. Like when I weren't thinking, let me sing my hooks or like what people know. We've already done an hour set as an MC and how I think with lyrics and bars. I wasn't trying to repeat I was just like, okay. Yo, band them for like, and Bushkin was just ready. Like, MCs are like, of course you're gonna get the love. Of course, it's your biggest bar. Like, it's normal. Like, you ate me. That was it. It was a rap. So for me, but I was like, this is where I say that how the demise of Pay As You Go and how I felt inside Pay As You Go. That when that happened, I felt like it was Maxwell D-Day clash, not Pay As You Go. Oh, you know what I'm saying? Like, I felt like it was me that took the L. Like, not Pay As You Go. It's like I felt like everyone's like, and then even when I used to go studio, we was ready for them and going for them on the radio and that. Man will try. I see man kind of laughing in the studio, having their little giggles and.
Looked like you was the only one holding it down.
I know who I am, like, and what I was about. But outsider's perspective. I know. From outside, I don't know how it looked from the outsider's perspective.
You was the only one looked like everyone, and everyone kind of knew that you was a bad man at the time, kind of bad you at the time.
Okay.
So people kind of knew that it kind of just seemed like you was the only one grabbing mic. You and Ace and that was.
Well, to be fair,
like you said, we didn't know there was two mics.
Yeah, there was two mics.
On
the tape, it sounds like you're grabbing mics off each other.
Yes, it sounds like a bit of ruffling. The music goes low. It sounded like an authentic stage show Sting clash kind of.
I don't remember like you don't remember it.
Listen.
Hold on.
When Bushkin goes, hold on. You can the echo.
Them Ninja Man sound there now. Them Ninja Man sound there.
Proper. Remember, we can't see it. You know.
You got to remember, we're on stage. We're in front of people. Adrenalines are rushing. Like, he is just this one of the, like, this is something that
it's like, legendary. It's epic.
So
it
obviously
goes down in history.
Bro,
it's like you could be the best fighter in the world, and ready to swing a guy, and you could just freeze. I didn't freeze, but I'm just saying you could just freeze. That it was so unexpected. When I gave him the mic, I was shocked. I was like,
okay.
So I wasn't even thinking about lyrics. I was just thinking, no.
You took it personal. You took it personal.
I would, like I always do.
Yeah.
And Bushman was like, no, Max, it's not you. He said it. He says it on the tape. Nah, man, it's not you. It's not you. I said, nah, sorry, Bush. You know, you just gonna done it now. You put me in a position. Like you put me in a position. I have to. I can't. I'm from the street. There's a code. There's like a loyalty. I'm your brethren, but we're musicians. We're not gonna fight. But I'm ready. You know. I'm like what? You know. I'm ready. I got bars. It's nothing.
But what made it look like because Page Go kind of withered away after that, no?
No, do you know what it is? We just had our own demise within our own selves. But I'm just giving you little things about egos and stuff like that inside the crew and why.
But timing-wise, it kind of looked like...
It looked like that, but it would have to because... It would go like that because if you're seeing your top MCs busting up the road and rare, and then, you know, one of their top man is getting chewed up in the thing. It's the street talk, man. And not saying that we was ever going to lose our popularity, but you lost the Heartless Crew, innit?
Yeah.
That's it. No, what? It was one point, it was like, who is the best? Soul Solid, Heartless, whatever. Like, you know, and we was in the talks. And then that clash was like the evidence how we got them. That's why Bushkin's like, yeah, the proof's in the pudding. We done Heartless, we done Page Go.
Yeah.
He's got his wins. He's like, but if I be brutally honest, come on, Heartless Crew is a sound system. I love you guys. I love you. No way, I love you guys. I love you guys. But you're a sound system. Yeah. And the reason why I say you're a sound system is because the vibes.
Yeah, they're built from
and
that.
Bushkin stresses it. We are vibes. And bro, I could never go to a Heartless dance and stand still. I have to. It's what I want to go to and listen. I'd rather, you know, I will go to a Heartless Crew rave than rather go to a garage rave because I know I'm going to get everything.
Everything, 100%.
So,
and the energy.
How are you going to compete with a crew that plays everything? All right, we're done with garage now. All right, we're gonna play Bashment. Who are you gonna get forwards past that? How are you gonna what? You gonna do? Play Wookie? What are you gonna do? We're gonna play Zinc. No, well you finished, bro. He's playing Buju Bai. You can't compete with that. And they got dubs as well. Bushkin's like, yo, Fante. Them want it, Fante. Them want it.
It's over.
What can you do?
It's over.
Fante, we're gonna give them a Christmas gift, Fante. Yo, what up? We ain't even drawn for Mo yet. Send Mo. No disrespect to Mo. The white boy comes out, and it's just a shutdown.
That shutdown.
It's a shutdown.
It's done.
Mo comes out, and it's like, yes. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And he just does his thing. So their outfit for me is the greatest outfit. So I love them for what they are. But when you can't compare, bro, like Wiley, Max, Gift, Ace, it's just not the same. Not saying that Bush ain't got bars and he can't MC and all the rest of it. Bush is a talented person. I'm just saying that look what you're dealing with. Like Will's the Godfather, I'm me, Gift is a heart, you know, Ace, RP, that we, you know, they were respectable artists.
Both different types of entertainers.
Yes, and that's what I was trying to say.
But
so,
mainstream-wise, you lot had the hit singles.
What, because we got signed and we went over. Heartless Crew got signed. They had Superglue, but it's just that we had a lot of songs. They were making songs. If Heartless Crew made songs, and there's only 3 of them. You know what I mean? It was,
you know what it is? The Heartless made songs, but they didn't quite pop off the way they wanted it to, and then all of a sudden the split with Warner kind of happened.
Okay.
Kind of thing. Do you know what I mean?
Was that you?
Champagne.
You know,
Champagne Dance.
Oh, Champagne Dance, That's what we got signed. That's what we went.
That tune was a banger.
Banger.
And no,
I'll still play that now.
The Champagne Dance thing was Genius and Target. They produced that beat. That was originally for Dom. I think Dom P.
Is that the video where you got the fur jacket on? Cold.
He has shined in it.
Yeah. Do you know what it was? Alright, this is how my mum.
Clothesman, innit? Clothesman.
Exactly as well. My mum raised me like this. Like wherever you go, son, it don't matter what you got, what the name is, whatever it is. You make sure the clothes match, make sure they're clean, and make sure they're ironed.
Straight.
Like don't matter. I'll make Primark look spectacular. You know what I'm saying? Like it's got nothing to do with the name. It's how a man drop the style.
You wear it.
So. Yo, you gotta put me in them big budget places there. I want the neck in it. Rude boy, I was watching Jermaine Dupri and them man. I'm like, yeah, I want Americans. They man, what they wearing? What fur jackets? Yeah, of course. I'm back time. Send them for the fur jacket. Furthermore, I want 2 girls on my arms. I'm gonna pimp this out. Let's go. You got the budget? Let's roll. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And that's
budgets were different them days.
Yeah, so like the stylists and that, they made it happen. While them not wanting to wear their normal stuff. I don't want to wear Avrex on the screen. I got that in my wardrobe, bruv. I don't want to wear that on the TV. I don't want to look hood on the TV. I want to look like I cost £1 million because that's what I'm trying to aim for. You know what I'm saying? And that's how I always represented myself. So when you saw me with the chain swinging, you know, the fur jacket, you know, the little yardie, the little bandana, the little chest out,
so I got them.
That's all it was. And
that's all it was, he said.
Just like his t-shirt, it's just normal, just a normal casual thing. You know what he's like.
Touch of sauce, that's
what
it is.
Like.
Just a touch of sauce, man. Nothing hard. And so that ending that whole world, like Page You Go, they were cool, we all got along, but when Demising ends, it was like a lot of, you know, we all started recruiting other teams, like, you know, Wiley made Roll Deep, I done Musketeers, Ace done East Connection with them lot as well, Gift done Wolfpack. Yeah, I did. I joined them after a while, after Page You Go really broke up. And then we just went there. You know, I put myself around people like, I brought Dirty Dugz in.
Yeah.
You know, Wiley brought Dizzy in. Lady Fury, you know, Bashi. You know what I mean? There's like Rough Squad. I let Rough Squad use my studio all the time. So I was with them lot for a little while. So obviously see Tinchy and them lot. They were always using my studio every Sunday that I rented out. And just everyone, I had a scene build up a lot. Obviously Diesel from the ends, or D-Power and his lot. D-Double now, I've known him from Jungle days. Like from the ends. So yeah, so it's all mad.
All right, so from the...
Yeah.
Yes, all right, before I get to... Yes, all right.
Crazy Tits, didn't know nothing, was just there. Usual, people come up to radios, stations. Deja Vu was that little hotspot at the time. Everyone was just coming up there. Crazy Tits was about... He's doing his crazy stuff, as crazy is, you know. Yeah. Crazy was just being crazy at the time.
When last you spoke to him?
Yes, man. Big him up though. If you see this, big up yourself, bro. I haven't forgotten about you.
Big up.
You know what I mean?
Still a legend in the game. Name still gets brought up until now.
And the reason why, because he was a character, and a character like that you won't forget.
Crazy Titch and Dizzy Rascal.
Yeah.
So, no. But you know what? People.
They had.
This is someone we see, innit? We see him.
It's still like I feel like their names are both still relevant
because of the conflict,
yeah.
Or just in general. I say with the Crazy and Dizzy thing, like I don't know. I know. You always used to hear little things with like maybe their areas, Bowen, Stratford, maybe.
Streets make.
So I don't know. Their generation, they're younger than me,
beefs.
so their generation had their own isms and schisms. So I think.
Just tell us what you was thinking, because again, like all of us.
No, it's just there. You're just there, minding your own business. I brought Lady Fury there. I brought a couple of my little demons was with me as well. Like there's a couple man them East Connection crazies come up, and you know Wiley's there with his little squad, and you know everyone's just there. We all know each other. It was just there, but obviously the friction is between Dizzy and Thing.
Yeah.
Everyone's giving it.
Before?
Yeah, apparently I didn't know that.
Yeah,
they've had their own friction. I didn't know Dirty Goods and them like downstairs in the car park. Sitting down, like a lot of people. Like I didn't know that they just listen to the radio. So obviously them not going thing. I'm doing a little thing. Pass the mic to this one. Passing the mic round, boom, and then they got the mic now. And I'm watching them.
When he changed his name from Dagz to Goods, I was upset with him for that.
I don't know.
But anyway, not in a bad way. But
he's not even that now. He's I think OG.
Yeah, he's changed his name again. Yeah.
We're gonna get to that if you want. But like he. For me, with the Crazy situation, I was just there, and it was just like, boom, and you can see it, like you can see, like he's got the mic, and then he's going, and he's going, and he's missed it. He's tried to get it, he's missed it. He's just gone again for it. And he's tried to reach out again for it, and then you can just see it going like 1, 2, 3, bang, and it's just off, and like, you man, come on.
That's the face. Zoom in, Max, zoom in.
You man, come on, man. Obviously, for me. Beef is real, bro. I'm not saying that they're not are idiots or anything, or they were idiots at the time, but you know, when it goes off, when you got like it would have just been swinging like instantly, like it wouldn't have been no one would have been able to get in between. So for me, it was just like, come on, man, we're at radio. Like this is music. Like this is not street. But obviously they have their own. So and then you know that was it. That's what you saw. That's what you saw. It was just that's what you saw. Like me, I was just trying to be a peacemaker.
What happened on the roof after it cut off?
Nothing. Just
walk off to the cars.
Just shouting this, that, bits and pieces, and everyone's leaving.
I'm not a mort. I don't know who told you I'm a mort. I'm not a mort.
I don't know. So that's what I'm saying. There was obviously isms and schisms that if he's saying mort and whatever, I think the bar said something about a mort in the bar.
Where's a mort though? I want to know what a mort is.
It's
after
no
all these
from
years.
Chief, fool, speng, idiot, a mort.
Where did that come from?
Was it mort or muck?
Mort.
How do you smell mort? How do you spell mort?
Oh, okay.
No, it ain't a mort. No.
That's the word I knew.
Nah, mort.
It's a mort.
With a T.
No, not a mort. I'm not a mort.
Please, somebody explain in the comments. What's a mort? How do you spell more? Put in the
It's the
comments.
same thing. It's an idiot. It's a spang. It's a chief.
Yeah, I'm not.
Yeah.
You can't bad me up. He's trying to say
It's
that.
a fussy. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm not a mop. Like, I'm not an idiot. Yeah, I'm not a mop.
So Max, going forward now, like let's just skip all the years, like now.
Oh wow.
Let's even talk about lockdown first of all. Like,
No, before we get there, I want to ask a question.
Go on.
Why is it you think that's, in your opinion, why do you think that certain people, certain artists, didn't make the grade as others? And especially a lot of the female rappers.
Life, man.
Okay.
Like, what with the females is
it's harder for them.
Yeah, definitely.
Fury's better than a lot of people. A lot of man.
Yeah, but you see, what I'm talking about in terms of making that grade, you understand what I mean?
I think that this comes to...
There's this one thing about being known on the underground, but then being, you know what I mean, successful.
Opportunity, understanding the industry, the integrity, who you know, network.
The man are intimidated by the women sometimes, though. Sometimes.
I mean, if a good female comes true, she's gonna get love.
Yeah,
She get love,
yeah.
but-
Some of them did. Some of them
feel
did.
like the man are intimidated by
Fury
her
definitely
by
has.
her talent.
Fury had her moment. Like she and I believed heavily in her talent.
Yeah.
I pressed records. You know what I mean? I brought her to my studio. I brought her on stage with me, sidewinders, everything.
At the moment, there's only two I can remember. That's Fury and Nole.
Fury and Nole. No, we're talking
When
about.
Nole came up,
No, we're talking about Fury, Nole. We're talking about Lioness.
Oh yeah, Lioness. I forgot about
Miss
yes,
Dynamite.
Yes. Now it was only Shiesty and Dynamite that really took it to that level. That's what I'm talking about.
Had the records.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Miss Dynamite had
Record
Boo.
deals.
Yeah, and deals. Yeah. Shiesty deals, etc. You know what I mean? Nole is
And
like.
do you think it's
is a
also
legend.
because some of them stayed within their comfort zone when people like Stush and Dynamite decided they can do all types of music?
That's a good point. I feel that.
Do you feel
that when
like the rest of them could have done more music, more than what they actually done? Stepped out of that.
But who was
Has
really
been successful with
How
them?
many girls at the time were doing their thing apart from like, let's say, what, Big Brothers? They were already signed. No,
Big Brothers weren't in the same
Brothers,
kind of musical genre anyway.
true. I'm just trying to think of who I used to see on my TV, like female wise, and then who was in the underground at the same time. There was for me. Sorry, I'm talking out the mic.
Yeah.
For me, that particular time, what female records other than singing, what MC female records were really busting up the place? You have to really think about. Other than Boo,
Yeah.
and then Stush come after, and what other female record that was really smashing up the place, MCing wise? It was Miss Dynamite was the first for me in garage
Yes.
in the UK.
Yes.
I can't. I mean,
I
there was
can't
other,
think
there's
of it.
other,
Yeah.
there's other people that spat and on dancehall, other stuff. But I'm saying, for me, that hit the TV like Boo. You know what I mean? I remember when I met her. You know what I mean? I met her in Miami first time.
Okay.
At a music conference, and that's how we got to know each other from there. And then from there, then we used to go radio together. I used to take her to radio. I used to bring her to Rinse with me.
Okay.
And then we used to link up and we used to go Choice and we used to do CK flashes together.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And it would just become
Big
brethren.
up CK Flash, man.
Yeah.
Big him up,
So
big
like,
time.
yeah, I've been to Naomi's house and she, as we growing up, we kind of like grew up as like friends and we was around each other a lot. And before she really, really got big, you know what I'm saying? And when Desi and that was managing her,
Okay.
you know what I mean?
Okay.
And and even then, like, she's
Because for me, those were the two that came out of the box. You know what I mean? Everybody else stayed within the box in their comfort zone, but
Yeah,
them
I
two had kind of proven that they could
could have
actually do
been-
more than just that.
I think their team, the people that was around them,
Good point.
their sound, what they were about, their work ethic, how hungry they was.
Yeah.
I'm not saying that other girls could have done it. I think it's not stopping no one. But now you can see, you know what I mean? Like, yeah.
So who were the female artists that would kill a clash?
What, them times?
Yeah.
Boy.
I'm talking about even if they have to step up against a guy.
Who was, I don't clashing. I don't think there were really much clashing MCs.
No. Don't say,
Females.
I'm not saying. I'm talking
Fu-
hypothetically.
Fury would have been the one.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Because she had bars.
Wicked.
Yeah, murk them quickly, murk them slow. Your tools are like, she had that, and Shiesty. Sorry, oh my God, Shiesty.
Yes.
What am I talking about?
Yes.
Shiesty as well.
Yeah.
Like even when they had their isms and schisms, Fury and Shiesty, obviously.
Yeah.
But Shiesty is not nothing to play with.
Yeah, I know that.
Don't.
Yeah.
So that era in those times were ready. Like
Yes.
for me now, the Queen's Lady Leisha, and just leave it.
By
there.
far.
Just put it.
Code.
By far.
Let's just put it in a nutshell.
Code.
She was. I would tell
but-
certain man not to even go up against her because she'll
cold.
spin them big
These
time.
my 3 favorite girls right now:
Go.
Lady Leisha, Nole,
Mm-hmm.
Trillery Banks. You can't tell me that Trillery hasn't
she
got
good.
a wave.
Do you know what it is with Trillery?
She-
Do you know what? Yeah, I was about to say that.
you got to
say that.
See, you got to come out your
I
old
like her.
bodies
Trillery.
and get into the new comfort zone.
No.
You know what I'm saying? You got to come out the old suit.
You're talking to me, right?
Long-
You're talking to me.
You're a DJ.
talking to
You
me.
know it.
So,
Okay,
okay. I'm in that new suit. You understand?
Okay, good.
But-
And then you went Trillery.
Yeah, you see.
It was like legends.
Because you got to evolve. You got to evolve.
Trillery hasn't convinced me just
She's
yet.
been around. Don't get it twisted.
She hasn't
I know. I remember her from
convinced me just
Pink. She was called Pink.
Okay.
Yeah, she used to be a rapper. You know what I mean? Don't get it twisted. Huh? Yeah, well, she's converted, man. She's on stuff. She's on smoke. I love it. Yeah.
Okay.
So
Okay.
not because like that. Not because the Nole is the Don, and that's just get that twisted.
Look at the names you put up with.
Nah, I'm talking about how it evolves.
Maxwell Bushkin.
No, I'm just talking about my favorite. You have to talk about because we're in 2021, bro.
I'm not saying Cold Steps. Cold Steps is
No.
cold. But I'm saying if I say Maxwell Bushkin, Cold Steps, it's not right.
Okay, no, but you can say Maxwell Bushkin and Cold Steps
I'm
because
saying me personally. I'm not saying.
Okay,
yeah. If you want to do it, I'm just
because
saying. You know, like,
on a flyer you actually
No,
would
I
actually
understand
see
what he's
that.
saying though. He's talking about in terms of which level of people you put them together.
Okay.
You can't say
No,
Biggie. You can't say Biggie,
Oh, okay.
Tupac, and then say flipping.
Little-
No,
No, but
Lil
we,
Baby.
I'm just saying who
Yeah,
are
me.
my favorites.
Yeah.
They're my favorites.
Okay.
Now my favorites, like those are the 3 that I rate in 2021.
Yeah. Okay.
Those they could change. You know what I'm saying?
I'm not saying that you should.
But I know what you mean that you didn't want to put so and so with so and so because they're
Bounty Killer, Beanie Man, and then saying Alkaline.
yeah. But you got like. But to the new heads, Alkaline is better than Bounty and
But
Beanie. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how they think. You can't really deprogram them. That
Don't
they-
get me wrong. I
they
get
look-
what you're saying, but I also get what he's saying. But don't worry about what he's saying. Don't worry about what he's saying.
He's talking about.
I know what you mean. I know what you mean. I know what
You're
you
talking
mean.
about accolades, and I totally get
You know what I'm
it.
saying?
I know,
If you
totally
put
get it.
Fury next to a bank, Trilly Banks, people won't understand.
Nah, Trilly will.
Fury, I'm just saying, you know what I'm saying? Just give me a little, like Fury, level of lyricism and the time that she came from, and the boundaries that she had to break.
Yeah.
We can't put them in the same conversation. Like Lady Fury, we're talking about a girl that broke boundaries. You know what I'm saying? On her own. You know what I'm saying? Like where a time where there wasn't much girl around.
Nah, there wasn't much girl MCs. Are not saying.
Trillery Banks came out where there was girl around, and girl that might
Because-
have inspired her.
But the reason why
when you mention
she's one of
Trillery
my
Banks,
favorites. Wait, sorry. What reason why she's one of my favorites is because right now I'm hearing her.
I'm not looking at skills.
Yeah, no, I don't. That's not even about skills, but I know I'm hearing her and I'm liking her. I'm liking her. Like, and I love.
So
I've
would
heard
you
her
put
for
her-
a long time though.
Would
I've
you
actually
put
heard
her
her for a long
over
time.
Steph?
Who? Trillery?
Yeah. Over Steph London.
Steph's my kind of artist now.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? We're talking. Nah, Steph's a next level.
And
can't
the funny thing about Steph,
It's
right?
like,
is
but
we don't get to see what she puts out now.
Steph-
We don't get to see the best of Steph.
You can't. You know what it
Steph
is? Steph's in the
hard.
machine. Steph
She
is
don't
in the
even
machine.
put out her rapping stuff.
Yeah, but you got to remember, she's in the machine right now, so she's working how she's got to work in.
But I'm
The
I'm
Steph
talking
that
about
I
even-
saw before she come into
Yes.
it, yeah,
What?
she's ready.
Yeah,
She's ready.
Steph is cold.
Yeah, she's ready. Yeah, she would slap up a couple of them still.
Yeah.
But
But I'm talking about when you put her in that lineage. you
when
know
it
what
comes
I
to
mean?
writing,
Steph, I would have put in that lineage over Trillery.
the reason why I'm gonna not put Steph and Trillery, yeah, you can put that in the same boat. Yeah, Steph for me, how I've looked at it in the industry, I don't know all of her background story. I don't know what she was doing behind the scenes.
Oh yeah,
and what
she put in her grind.
see. So now I only saw her come out on certain points. So for me, I didn't really see her training camp.
Listen,
So when I know like
certain man
she
were
was,
putting them in her song, and she was spinning all of them.
you're talking about
features
are you talking
and all
about
that
the
kind of
big
stuff.
Tobe stuff and all of that stuff afterwards. That's when you started noticing her. Then that's when
I used to follow her on Instagram from a long time. So when she used to put certain stuff up,
Freestyles
I used
and
to
that.
say to her, "Just send me that." Please.
Do you know what?
You
The first time I think I remember learned about Steph when I was me and Mega Man. We was in the car one day. He was coming from somewhere, and I think, yeah, I think I see it on one of his his Instagram time. I think so, if I can remember rightly. Yeah, it was me and Mega, and then yeah, and I was Steph London, and I checked her out, and I thought, oh, this girl's hard.
Do you know what? There's a lot of girls that haven't got the machine behind them. Like Mafiela, one of them, she's one of the biggest. She gets big chicks as
La
well.
Familia.
Mafiela. Mafia, like that's my missus that I work with. Yeah, she
Okay.
gets big checks. We've gone around the world and toured, but. Like, so there's other ones, La Familia, she's another one.
Yeah,
But
she's
if
from
you're
Brum.
not- You haven't got, there's enough underground.
I think I've heard of it. Yeah.
There's
La Familia is she's from Brum.
Yeah, I've heard it. I'm thinking I know that name.
She's only just popped recently.
But there's enough even Queen Ice Cream that even came for Trinity, but she didn't go back to her. You know, she didn't even reply back to her because. But so I'm saying there's a lot of female artists, but because they have this attitude in this country that there can only be one at a time.
Yeah.
I don't feel like
That's changing now, though. That's changing.
No, the female artists
That's changing. Yeah.
Listen.
You know what I'm saying? So
Because you've got like Tizandos and all these other female artists that are coming up right now and they're killing it.
What changed it was what's going on in America.
Yeah, of course.
And you are a man that knows because you go to DJ over America. So like the Sweeties,
there's enough of them.
Now the UK people, you know, like UK signed Iggy Azalea. They think that she was signed out there.
Yeah.
But,
and that's why she was doing so much house type stuff.
Yeah, I understand. Thank you. So it's like
Who talking about the white girl is Iggy Azalea?
No.
Yeah, white girl Iggy Azalea.
Oh,
she
okay.
was signed in the UK.
So, I was thinking of Azealia Banks, to be honest.
No, yeah, even her, she was signed. So a lot of American artists sometimes are signed in the UK, but then they promote them out there. Now,
Saweetie's signed to UK. Saweetie.
See, I didn't even know that. Thank you. So a lot of these people are assigned to UK labels, but they're promoting them out there. So there's a lot of artists that that are being open, especially the female artists. We haven't even spoken about people like Miss Banks as well. Like there's loads.
Oh, Miss Banks is flipping cold. I was about to mention her a little while ago.
Do you know? Sorry, hey,
we don't. It's
let's hold like at least 5 seconds for her. Like Miss Banks. The reason why we like Miss Banks is because when we see a true, authentic black woman doing her thing, like there's no gimmicks. It's the real deal. Like it's no, you know what you're getting. You get me? She is what I call a representation. Could be your sister. You know what I'm saying when you're looking at on the screen. So
your little cousin.
Yeah. So for me,
and the thing is,
she's hard.
Got a beautiful personality.
I like her style. I don't know her. I like her style. I like what I see.
Yeah.
But you know, as I said, you know, with people,
and she can spit hard as well. You know.
Yeah.
Like she's not a freestyler. Yeah. But she can write bars.
She's cold.
For me, we need to open the door for females a bit more.
Yes.
There are females that are doing their thing. I big up the females.
Not just us, not just me. I'm not sitting here, but I'm saying the industry needs to open the door for females in general. Because there's a lot of female talent that's getting slept on.
Oh, majorly.
100%, innit?
Majorly.
Like, even girls that I've met, they're left, right, and centre. There's a lot of female talent getting slept on.
I think Nadia, was it Nadia Rose? I think she's hard as well.
Nadia Rose is cold. No, what it is, she's not. What it is with Nadia Rose, she's going in a different direction. She's going in a different direction. She's not going in the road direction. So her music is going out to that side of people. It's not coming at us. So
I personally
Nadia Rose is cold.
I think she's hard.
I think she's good. I've seen her
so we fair to say that the females are definitely
on the rise.
On the rise.
Oh, big time.
Like, and they have been on the rise for ages.
Yeah.
You know, there's been their time. For the we're talking about UK females, right?
UK females.
Worldwide, people are looking at the females.
Yeah.
You know
now they are.
Why Cardi B bus? Why Sweetie bus? Why Megan Thee Stallion bus? Why?
Well, do you know what the funny thing about it is? That's also the help to make Miss Banks. Because remember, Miss Banks was endorsed by Minaj, Nicki.
Yeah, no, but again, have they given her ultimate push yet?
No, but the thing about it is,
what I'm saying. If she was in America, she would have got that ultimate push by now.
Do you remember everybody at one point was talking about how Drake co-signed Sneak Bow?
But it didn't last long enough.
No, because remember Sneak Bow got locked up, and then it's like things kind of just. And then Drake started looking elsewhere.
I think Drake just done his research.
But if Sneak
just asked who's the biggest guy at the time.
No.
When you check with Drake, let's be honest.
Remember, Drake's Canadian. Drake's not American. So when you're talking about that, them man they look at the UK.
Canada and England are very close because of the culture of Jamaicans, because the Jamaicans, they've gone from London to Toronto and stuff like this. Toronto's like a mini London. I know that because my family that come from Jamaica, my aunties and that from my nan, some of them went to Canada with my great grandma.
So them man, they know the UK music. They'll check for it.
Yeah. They don't even watch the US.
No, they're definitely in tune.
No,
they're definitely in tune.
But they're in tune.
They're fully in tune.
They use our slang in Toronto.
Remember, it's cold, you know. Canada's not warm.
Freezing.
It's a different sort of energy over there. You know what I mean?
Coming like English weather, and
they use our slang, wear our clothes. They fuck with us. I'm even talking.
Canada's always been like that.
So I'm not saying
No, but I was just saying that in terms of when you said, you know what, Drake just asked a few man. No, Drake is Canadian, so he probably been listening to UK from. Remember, you know,
when he went back to Toronto.
Can we just pick up the first Canadian that everyone ever saw?
True.
Ben Johnson. That's killing.
Ben Johnson.
And he's Jamaican too.
Athlete.
And he's Jamaican. Yeah.
And he's Jamaican. Yeah. The one
hold on.
Tested positive.
Well, hold on.
I watched it.
Let me say this about Drake, right?
I was supporting him.
Because a lot of people don't know this. Drake credits one person as the first R&B artist who he took the style of from saying this guy raps and sings, and that's Craig David.
Yeah, we heard a similar. I mean? We heard a big similarity. But
so basically, what I'm saying is this is before Sneak Bow. You know what I mean? Yeah. So it's one of those cases where the man there do look on to see what we're doing. I mean, Craig David did Bust America for one album.
The reason why he's the biggest artist in the world, he does his research.
Yes.
And he does his work.
Yes.
Some people just do music.
Yes.
Drake does his research and does the work.
But I was talking about the co-sign more than anything else. Do you know what I mean? So yeah. And that did help. That now did help in the marketing standards. It helps Miss Banks.
No, 100%. But it also helps Kyla. You understand? This is what I'm saying.
Yes.
So this is what I mean. Like he's researched. You wouldn't just know Kyla. At the time he took Kyla's tune.
There's a difference.
I can actually speak on this, but
there's a difference. I tell you why there's a difference.
I'm just saying from a consumer's perspective, you lot are DJs and behind the scenes. You know that from the time he took a funky house tune from our underground, even though it went to the good chart, did his chart thing. It wasn't like, you see, like I say to you, some of these people that's doing their numbers. Kyla, that banger there.
All right, let me tell you what the difference is.
Classic banger.
Let me tell you what the difference.
You gotta remember, Drake's a vibes man, innit?
Hold on, let me tell you the difference. Let me tell you the difference. Is Nicki came out and said and mentioned Miss Banks by name, right?
No, but this is
hold on. Now, Drake's song features not Kyla. It doesn't say that it doesn't say featuring Kyla. It says featuring Popcorn and no.
What are you talking about? One Dance?
One Dance.
No, it does say featuring Kyla. Of course it does.
Does it?
Yeah, I've seen the plaque myself.
Does it say featuring Kyla?
100%.
I don't remember saying that.
Big up Paleface and big up Kyla.
All right, yeah.
Them are good people.
Yeah, they're my peoples as well. Like,
yeah, no, it definitely says it. I've seen it. I've seen the plaque.
Corey Johnson made the deal from, you know what I'm saying?
Okay, I don't remember seeing Kyla. Like, when I got sent the record, all I remember seeing is it features Wizkid and who else on it?
Yeah, maybe when it sent it out on the vinyl, on how they sent out the promo, it might have been a bit weird. Okay. But 100%, that was a
So Kyla's cutting all the time.
It's like
royalty.
Of course. That was the biggest song of that year.
Paleface.
Yeah, and even in the States, when I went Cancun, that was the first song that certain man was playing.
Yeah.
That
tune was wavy.
I was living in America.
Big time.
I was living in America.
Yeah.
I was living in America 2016 when that come out. And what it was I remember.
I'm glad you got into that stuff because I was about to ask you about the hip hop stuff you was doing.
Yeah, so I was living in America 2016 and I remember Paleface because he saw me because I work a lot in LA and obviously I was at the time I was with somebody and I was out in Miami and I remember Paleface was saying to me, yo, you in LA and that? And I was like, yeah, but I'm in England at the moment. I come back quickly and then I'm going to go back to LA. And he was like, yeah, man. Don't say that to no one, but I've got this little thing going on. And I was like, is it? What's that? He goes, like, Drake sampled one of my tunes. I was like, what? It's him who? Not what? Worldwide Drake? It's him, yes, brother. I said, shut up. It's him, what did he say? He goes, sample Kyla's Do You Mind?
Yeah.
And so we started talking about the deal and I'm like, okay. And then he goes to me, yeah, man, you're going to, the lawyers sorted out the deal, so it's going to go through, blah, blah, blah. Cool. So that was, we had that conversation, so we're going to link up, and it's funny because I went to this housewarming not long ago.
Yeah.
I was with them not long ago, like last year. Well, where are we now? Where is it? It's March. Yes, I can say last year.
You can say,
I have to say that. You know that.
Yeah.
So anyway, and he said to me, yeah, Max, That was that conversation. So anyway, got on the plane. About 3-4 days later, I think it's a week later actually. I come back from England, got to Los Angeles Airport, LAX. Now going to my friend's studio, got in the car, put on the radio. I need a one dance. Yeah. I'm like, Bomba. I'm just like with this LA, the traffic, I'm just there.
Yeah.
And I'm just like, I'm on WhatsApp. Yo, they're playing your tune on the radio right now.
Yeah.
Bruv, you're gone. You're gone. You're gone. To see you one of your brethren, know him. It's a funky house song. I've been winding up myself to this song. My songs have been going back to back with this song. Yeah. And then you're hearing it like Drake, LA. It's all over the place. That's my people. Yeah. It was a mad surreal time. So
real. So that's why I said he did the research.
Yeah, so Drake knew what it was doing with.
If you're not from this country.
Nah, but you know what they done though? When I was going to it was painful because when I was going to the clubs and that, so I'm in like Miami, we're going to all other different places along the coast and that, and they're playing tunes, but they're mixing it in with this reggaeton stuff and they're just remix. You know how it is when you go Cancun, because I've been Cancun.
Well, it's Miami out of season. That's what they kill. Like just all there.
It's that reggaeton. They mix it up and so I've been hearing the tune coming in, and I'm like, ooh, it's about to drop, and it's all.
And it's a different mix.
Like,
yes.
I hate that.
I want the tune in it. Yeah. You know, you're tempted to go to the DJ and say, yo, bro, spin the original. The original. I don't know about this. But obviously, I love that music.
That's
now.
like if you go to a Bhangra dance, don't it? Because then we got remix for everything in Bhangra.
But I rate it because you know what? Like it also helps the music be worldwide.
Travel,
you know what I mean? It makes it spread. Yeah. You know, we like your song, but we're gonna just digest it in our way. You know what I mean? We like it, but we can't. We need a we need something to just bounce with it. Without the it just sounds like the vocal, innit? They need
Say too.
It's a classic.
No, but like I done a song with I got some. You know, I've done a Bhangra tune like a remix with Tiger Star. They're like two Punjabi brothers. They're overly sick. I've done BBC proms with them. Okay. So in 2005, I think it was, and we done it live on BBC. So and then they remixed it. And
what tune was it?
No. It was just a tune that I wrote for the actual project at the time. You know what I mean? And I done a tune with them, and it was cool. We performed it live. I performed with a live band, violinist, and
orchestra and all them things.
Like really playing the what's that long thing that they call that?
I don't have a clue what the hell some of the names of them.
But it was nice. It was nice. Yeah, you can check that on YouTube, by the way. But
do that again.
It was good, man. And some singers with me as well. So that was an experience within itself. Yeah, man.
We're still talking about LA, so tell us more about LA.
Oh, so that was the whole Kyla Wonder reference.
You're in the cab. You're in the cab. You just come off the
I was in the cab and I was just going. That was just one of the trips I was just out there just working at the time.
And where was you staying? Big villa, 10 star hotel. Or what?
When I go to LA, I stay with my best friend Ruanga. Like he's got his house out there and stuff like that. So I'd stay with him. He's got his massive studio in there. And it's just like
You took your fur jacket with you as well?
No, man. LA is just like home. It's like home. It's like being here. It's like us chilling out. I got
too hot.
Yeah, wait, you was a fry.
Do you ever get any music in movies?
Yeah. That's my thing, innit? Like, so when I say that's my thing, that is what my friend Ruanga introduced me to that world.
Okay, so you know what I mean? There was a period of time that you was putting out rap stuff.
Yeah, it was just
how did that come across?
That's Ruanga.
Or come together?
Yeah, so I was on MySpace one day.
I said MySpace, you know.
That's where it started. So, MySpace, I'm a very inquisitive guy. My brain thinks very different. So, I'm on MySpace now. Just a normal day, turning anything. Everyone's on MySpace, everyone's doing anything. So, I'm just searching, looking around, trying to network, whatever. UK is the same old faces, same old heads, same old people. Let me go and check with Americans, alright. Go on to Dr. Dre's page. I'm on Dr. Dre's, just listening to that. But I'm digital. I'm looking in the comments. I'm looking like who's liking him. You know, MySpace days, you could see people who they're around, their network of their bubble. So there was this funny enough, Canadian girl. She looked kind of hot still. So that was another attention. I was like, oh, she looks nice. So checked what she was about. She's a singer. So she was a singer, but then she's messing with the producers, some producers called like Bird Call, which is now come to know as my best friend Ruanga. So I hopped on Dr. Dre.
A couple of people.
There was just him and a couple of his friends. But so it went from Dr. Dre. Page just nosing around, obviously just
to the hot girl,
to basically Canadian, and she's a singer. To then she left a comment on them lot's page.
Yeah.
So I'm on his page and I'm listening to his beats and I'm like, oh, this is wavy. And then he had a remix with Beyonce on there, one of Beyonce's tunes. So I'm like, right, this guy's up. Like, he had mad plays, you know, like you had the plays that shows you who was the boss. You know, that's was the numbers them times, how many plays you had in your song. So I was like, you know, I was doing my little thing on the roads, whatever. Not on the roads, I was just still in the music game, but doing 1s and 2s. So I messaged him. I said to him, look, hey, what, bro, I'm an independent artist. Do you sell beats first? Yeah. He's like, yeah, of course I sell beats, man. I sell beats. Da, da, da. I said, look, I'm an independent artist. Like, I ain't, you know, got much dough.
Let's do a deal.
Could you, you know? He's like, oh, what's your budget? So, you know, you say to yourself, well, what am I willing to pay a beat from America, innit? Yeah. And I was like, first thing comes to mind, £500. And I was like, yeah, I can do that. I can do a beat for that. Yeah. I said, you for real? He's like, yeah. All right, so how are we going to do it then? Because I don't know you from nowhere.
What's the normal cost then? Because
it was just
they can come in different
prices. Yeah, I didn't know. I was just like, I'm independent. I'm thinking you got a bag of plays and you got Beyonce. So I don't know what the hell you're going to tell me.
Was the Beyonce an actual song or was it a remix?
It was a remix, but it was an official remix because you wouldn't have been able to be on there like that. It wasn't like some, like, it was a proper
no takedown business.
Yeah, it wasn't a takedown business. Right. So I knew he was plugged in. Yeah. And then when I said to him at $5 I said, all right, cool. He said to me, yeah, I can do it. I said, all right, cool. How are we going to do the deal? Like, how are we going to do this? Because I'm thinking, I don't know you from nowhere.
Yeah. Man's got send you money, you know, send me the
He goes, yeah, he says that, all right, with the Western Union thing. I said, Western man, $5 blind. Like, no, G. Yeah. But he just said to me, look, I'm going to send you 3 beats here. I'm going to send you 30-second clips. You pick which one you like. You pay the $5, I send the full length. So yet again, you still have to make a sacrifice. This guy's my best friend, you know. Like, best man at my wedding, everything.
Now he is.
Now he is, yeah. I didn't know this at the time. This is what life is about. You know what I'm saying? These are the moments of turning points for you. So I said, fuck it. Like, you know, I thought, what's the worst going to happen? I'll get bumped $5. But what am I going to gain? A connection in Los Angeles. That's what I'm going to gain. So I said, all right, cool. $5 or, you know. So I said, all right, cool. Went to Western Union. Counting your little $5. I'm like, I'm fucking $5 to someone I don't even know. I just like throwing $5 in the air. That's what it felt like. Send it to my man. Yeah, Ruango, whatever. LA, writing all the things down. Boom. I said, yeah, on it, sweating. Yeah, money sent, bro. And then he's come back. He's gone, yeah, I got your money, bro. Boom, sent the track, and I was like, full length, and I was like, I got this, I own this. Yeah. It's like, look, one of them West Coast, and them
skanks.
It's like one of them, and I'm funny thing, I've done a video for it and I put it on Channel U. So as a beat that it's a track that I called With You. When I'm with you, like my little first kind of rap hip hop beat. I wasn't even rapping too hard. I was just trying a thing, like just trying to do my thing, just working out. And he saw the video, saw that I invested in time and energy, and he was feeling me. He's like, yo, bro, big up. And then what happened is I done a mixtape at a time. Was it You're Not Serious or one of them mixtapes I done. And with the mixtape I put like loads of covers. I was just covering a lot of American beats. And then I covered a lot of dancehall beats. So he heard my dancehall flow. And then he just called me up and he's like, yo man, me and my mum was taking a ride to San Francisco in the car. Heard your bashment style, you're dope. He was like, I ain't heard no one that attack this dancehall stuff like that. He goes, bro, we ain't got no one like that over here. Like, you know, the closest thing to them is Jamaica, innit?
Yeah,
so they ain't get. So what are you saying?
Especially not in LA, New York, not in LA.
So he was like, yo, what are you saying? Like, I'm in LA. Do you wanna come over? And I'm like, so obviously for me, I'm like, yo, big link, LA. Forget this grab, man. They might talking grab. I would go LA. This is the Hollywood, bro. Of course. You know what I'm saying? I was like, Hollywood. I don't want to hear about grab. These sidewinders. Forget all of that. I'm going to Hollywood. You know what I'm saying? That's how my mindset was. Like, so
man's walking out Melrose with some new clothes.
Yeah, basically. So at the time, and it's funny because my son was like, it was like my baby mother at the time. She was pregnant with my son. And my eldest, he's 13 now. You know what I'm saying? So like, it was a real hunger moment, you know what I'm saying? You're having a child, you know, you're trying to make links, you're trying to move forward. You know, the music industry over here is flaky as usual. You just fighting your little whatever. And I just wanted to bust out and be something new. And you know what I mean? So when the olive branch was reached, and I was lucky because my baby mother at the time, she was an air stewardess for British Airways.
Okay.
So a man like Max was getting ID90s. You get me? So if people don't know about ID90s,
Yeah.
all my air stewardess know about ID90s. So obviously like standby.
Obviously. Waiting, no, but it's touch and go.
No. So obviously it was touch and go. So
I've been on that list
one
once.
jump seat. I got a jump seat once,
okay.
and I was panicking. And I'm lucky I got the flight because
when you get the bed, you lay down.
no, I got the jump seat at the back, cold in it.
The jump seat,
freezing. You know when they see the pilots and they're sitting back and they have to sit down.
I had the bed, and the champagne in the morning.
No, I've got bare. No, I got comfortable rides to to LA, obviously. But one time the flight was full. I was on standby, and I'm in LA. I'm coming back home to London. And I'm tired. I just want to leave and go home, listen to my tunes that I've made, and I'm at the airport, and you just want to go home. You're not in your place, not in your country, you're not in your bed. And he's like, yeah, this flight's full, and I'm like, what? He's like, oh, and then he's like, oh, look, we got a jump seat. Like, do you mind to go and jump seat? I'm thinking 12 hours, like 11, what was it? Like, yeah, them days was like, still the same, like 11 and a half hours on a jump seat. I was like, mad.
What's a jump seat?
So it's the back, like it's not the proper, you're not sitting with everybody else, you're at the back where the air stewardess usually sit. They have the extra jump seat.
Yeah.
And you sit
but it's better than going home. Remember, you've told everyone you're going to LA.
Bruv, like
It's the hustle.
I'm sitting on that jump seat.
obviously I want to go home.
hustle.
Look, jump seat all day long. So I was going, so that was my initial how I got to LA, cheap and cheerful.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
You know, it's like, I was like, there, £50, 100 quid,
Come
whatever,
on.
ID90s. So first time I went, so I remember saying to him like, yo bro, I'm coming over to Los Angeles to link you, what are you saying? I've just got pictures of this guy and what he looks like on MySpace. And then I said to him like, boom. I said, hold on a minute, where do you live anyway? You live like anywhere near like the Bloods and Crips?
It is. That's the question you got to ask. Coming from the pavements like you have to ask. You have to ask that.
All just real back into me. I was like, yeah. But what you live? Where you live in Los Angeles?
Crenshaw, blood.
Yeah,
That's all right.
He just started laughing. He goes, nah. My mum, that they live outside of Los Angeles in Laverne.
Okay, so background check complete.
Yeah, basically. So I was like, all right, cool. And he's laughing. So I remember coming off the plane, getting there, don't know, meeting a stranger, and then like this young boy has just come out with his puffy hair and he's with his other brethren, like, and he's from Sri Lanka. You know what I'm saying? So he's like East Indian. You get me?
Okay.
So we're there. Walk on, bro. It's like walk on, and it's gone to his mum's house when his mum and dad, and like he's the only child, so just him is just making bare food, and we'll just be in the studio, locked down. So for me, it was like working with a young Dr. Dre, like working. He was already ahead.
You was actually staying at his place?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah. I was staying like just like in a spare room, and it was in his mum's house. We'll get up in the morning, we'll eat food,
And then you
we'll
go
just
back in the
lock
studio.
back in.
Yeah.
That's good that he trusted you as well. Like he don't know where you're coming from.
And it's funny because he'll tell you a story that one time I was sitting at the dinner table, and then so they were talking about stuff, and he's like, yeah, I've been in prison. Like I just dropped it raggo. His mum and dad like, yo, what kind of man are you getting at me? Like,
You never told us that, son.
As well, you know.
Yeah, in front of his mum and dad. But obviously, I was just young and just explaining it like, yeah, I've been in prison, but I've changed and da-da-da-da. But yeah, they was thinking, oh, this black youth. So what am I gonna do? But
But she probably start talking to his son in Sri Lanka now.
But they changed my life, you know.
Yeah.
They changed my life. They was the first
good.
people.
Positive,
His dad
positive.
gave me the book or the DVD called The Secret Law of Attraction.
Yeah, come on.
Okay.
Yeah.
It was in 2006, going on 2007. It was the first. He said to me, Denzel, come. I'm going to give you a little gift and go back to England. And he just gave me the DVD, and I didn't know about that stuff. You know what I mean? And then I started getting into like reading books more, conversations with God, and the list goes on and all that whole world. But that was my first introduction to The Secret, and that changed everything for me. That was everything. So big up his dad. So that whole experience got me to that path. But LA was there. It was fun, and he used to be good. He's like, bruv, don't touch your pockets. Like, it used to be like food 3 times a day, and I used to go shopping, and at the time I was.
This sounds like one of the promoters who might fly me over to the next country. You know what I mean?
He was treating me like that. He was literally treating me like a proper brother. That's why we become brothers, and he was just like there making music. And then he introduced me to his circle. So he's got a network of circles. So he's got a guy that, you know, is a good friend of mine now, John McHugh, you know, a music supervisor in Hollywood.
Wow.
So, you know what I'm saying? So he was already on syncs and putting soundtracks in movies from, I didn't even know what it was about. I didn't even know it existed.
Yeah.
You know, you heard adverts on TVs, things playing in the back of EastEnders or whatever. You don't know what syncs are. Yeah. So, and then I remember he was there, he was making songs, and he was like, yeah, I'm going to get you in this game called The Agency and this, that, and you're going to soundtrack. And I was just learning about it, but it never happened. It was like something was going to go down. And I just kept on going back and forth to LA. Like, that was it. I just ID90, boom, gone. Tunes, come back. So LA was like a new, you know, playground for me.
You don't get ID 90 no more though.
Hell no.
No.
Hell to the nizz.
So that ended when?
That ended when she gave up flying, and my son would come along, and she decided to give up flying. Yeah. So that didn't last that long.
Yeah.
But you know what? Around about them times is when like I used to holler you and say to you, "Yo, send me a couple tunes."
Yeah, I was starting my stuff, man.
I didn't even know your stuff was coming out from out there. I just didn't know what you was doing. And I was on a radio station broadcasting from out here to Atlanta.
Oh wow.
Debs, Waka Flocka's mum.
Oh wow.
It's her radio station.
Oh sick.
Called B100.
Yeah.
We're coming back on that real soon.
Wow.
Do you know what I mean? Because I'm gonna be rubbing.
Yeah?
I don't know her personally,
No,
but I've spoken to her a few times. It's the person who I worked with. Do you know what I mean? A lady called Ashley. She's Listen, she's cool, man.
Yeah.
Debs is so cool. Do you know what I mean? But you can hear the coarseness in her.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? But so I used to play your tunes
sick.
out on the Atlanta circuit
sick.
from out there, kind of thing.
Big
So because it's about making them know what the UK is doing.
Yeah, what we sound like.
Do you know
Yeah,
what I
man, of course, man.
mean? So we had basically a UK show.
Sick. Oh,
Yeah.
big up for that,
Yeah,
man.
no, respect, bro.
Mad love
Respect.
for that. See,
And that's why I wanted to know how that all came about.
Yeah,
because,
see,
you know
there
what I
you go.
mean?
There you go. Like, it was coming from the States, like West Side, like California. My man is different. He's brought me in so much stuff. Like, you can go onto Barack Obama's Wikipedia right now and see my name. Big like reference, because I've done a song with Ruanga at the promotion for his presidential campaign for 2008 for when he was coming in. Oh, thanks. Yeah.
You weren't expecting that one, was it? Yeah, you got it.
But like, I just say it casually because I only found out recent, like, things that you do, like, they leave trails, bro.
Yeah.
Like, when you just work and they just these mad trails.
Yeah, I believe in that all the time.
And I didn't even realize until someone was digging into my stuff and they were like, bruv, you're on Barack Obama's Wikipedia, Max. I'm like, what do you mean? He goes, your name, I've Googled you. Like, it's all come up in the sentence, and it's like, then it was the track that come up, and it was it's called Make It to the Sun, and it was yahoo.com that put it out, and they were done the promo around it, and they picked it up and whatever. So that's logged in history. So that was like, I'm like, my man's worked with Barack Obama, bro.
Come on.
That's major.
Barack. So I just draw for the CV, like, man's with Barack in it. So, but
Maxwell D.
So you mentioned
that's what I got done with him.
He was the best man at your wedding.
Yeah. Definitely.
So can we talk about that now? You're a married man, like
Barack Obama,
of course. But so can we talk about that? Like Maxwell D, like hanged up those boots.
You know
what boots I'm talking about.
From the mercenary teenager to flipping
short rubber.
Yeah, man. I mean,
Gallus.
We grow. And
then you've grown. Yeah.
We grow.
So when did you get married?
2019.
Okay.
Yeah. I got married in Cornwall still. Yeah. So that went down, and life is like, I think for me and the journey I've been in and the woman I'm with and stuff like that, it has to be, love is a serious thing.
Hey.
And I didn't mean to say that.
The corniness, Maxwell, the corniness. Yeah, the irony. Can you say that again?
You know how much man them are going, love is a serious thing. I'm like, you know what? I just said it literally.
I was about to say the same.
And you know what? I've been saying that since I was a kid.
Yeah.
You gotta understand. So I didn't know it was gonna mash up your house and mash up your car and mash up all of those things that I just.
It manifested, bro.
It definitely did.
Yeah, it manifested.
I get teased with that already.
Yeah. Okay. So love is a serious thing.
Yeah.
That was the first dance in the wedding, right?
Well, no,
a remix, a reggaeton remix.
I would just say that, it got to a point in my life, journeys, stuff that I've been through, has affected me deeply in my own personal life, in my career and stuff like that, like with the things that have gone on in the past. And I was ready. I was always ready to settle. I think it was just like meeting the right person.
Right timing, right
and person. Timing, that's what I was
and
timing.
wanting the same things out of life. And nothing good is easy. We still are in a you're still in a relationship, you're still in a marriage, you still have to work at it. It's like, you're married now, that's it, chill out. Nah, bruv.
It's not that.
Her name is Woman. So where's the book? Let's go.
Yeah.
Chapter where? Where do you want to go? What paragraph? What section?
Yeah.
Where we want to go? What line? Sentence? And we appreciate it because we can't live with them. We can't live without them. But marriage is a great thing if you're really prepared for it.
Okay.
It's just called take L's. take L's, and take L's.
And more L's.
One question, I say that. I'm not gonna go too deep into it.
But it's a beautiful L though.
Yeah.
It's a beautiful L.
Love is a serious thing.
It's a beautiful L.
How did Never Mind the Buzzcocks happen?
Oh, where we going there? You guys.
Oh, forgot
I didn't even know
about
about that one. I didn't know about that one.
You see on this podcast, we don't do research. We don't do research. We just flow. So that's good. That's what he's there for. That's what he's there for. Yeah.
When I saw it, I thought, who set this nigga up?
Yeah.
Right, so
That was my question. Like,
it's funny because do you know what it is? Now, I can talk about it now really professionally and really like
You can articulate yourself now.
Yeah, I love it now because it's like there's no emotion involved and it's nothing but love, and it's about understanding yourself and knowing where you've gone wrong in life and understanding, you know, my mindset then, understanding my mindset now, and, you know, making decisions, learning mistakes in the industry. And that was just one of those things as a young, naive black boy coming into
how did you get set?
Yeah, I'm gonna get to you. So what it is that's for me with that scenario, it's more like me and the person you're talking about were cool. You know, we had our own separate things going on. We were really cool, and there was a point where she weren't really around in my life and I weren't really around in her life, and I'm doing what I'm doing, and they've come. You know, when I say they, we know the media. You know what I'm saying? The media have come. They come digital, like they don't come like, you know. So what's happening? Tell me about your life. They come like, yo, what's happening, Maxwell? So let's talk about, you know, like your
curveball,
your music.
Curveball.
Yeah, very curveball. And then halfway through the interview, it's like, yeah, so let's talk about your sex life. It's like, yo, sex life. But anyway, that the whole rigmarole, how all that come about. But with the Buzzcocks show, that was a case of I'm promoting Blackberry Hype. I'm out there hard. It's licking down the clubs, you know, mashing down the clubs. I'm up and down everywhere. I even got a booking for China. I didn't do it, but I even had a request for China. That's how the song was licking. Done Europe, loads of places. So, got an email. Never mind the Buzzcocks. Obviously, heard of the show. Cool. They're saying they want me to come on there. Remind the fans. I'm like, boom, perfect timing. Couldn't have been perfect timing for my promo.
Any better than that?
Yeah. So I've just jumped at it. Alright, cool, let's do this. The woman's boom, boom, boom. The day I get there, they put me in a green room, separate, no TV, no nothing. Can't see, boo. I can't see the show, boom, boom, boom. Alright, cool. So I'm in the green room, just like gassed. BBC. You know, if it was Snapchat and all them lot about, I would have been killed because I'd have been like, yes, man, I'm in the BBC buildings, and then about half an hour later, you're getting murked. So you know what I'm saying? So I thought it was just there. It was no, I didn't. Them phones weren't even. We weren't even doing none of that stuff.
No, Blackberry Hype, innit?
Yeah, exactly. It was BBs. Yeah. Alright, cool. So anyway, I'm in there in the green room. Then they're going to like come out to show me what I'm going to be doing, a rehearsal thing. So I walked out for the rehearsal thing. They're going like, yeah, you're going to be standing here and we're going to put you in a red t-shirt and they're going to be lookalikes, Maxwell lookalikes. So I'm gassed. I'm like, look at these Maxwell lookalikes. And like, you know, just ended that hair, just chilling like back to my green room. Like, yeah, man, just sitting in the green room. Thinking, boy, I'm come a long way, you know. You know, just reflecting, like, you know, just like taking it all in.
You're nervous at this point?
Not really. I don't know who's out there, B. So what's happened is I've walked out onto the platform as they're like, yeah, we're ready for you now, Maxwell. So I'm like, cool, walked out, boom, boom, boom. So the judges, and I come out from here. So I'm come out, boom, boom, boom. So like I come out that, and then I've looked across and I've seen her. Yeah. And the rest of the judges.
A lot of people don't know who her is.
Yeah, so
and I don't know if.
Don't worry about it.
Yeah.
No, you can like you know.
I don't know.
It's just like.
So you knew. So you just is that what you can say? Is that why you said it? You threw out there.
Do your research, innit?
Yeah, okay. You could need to done his research.
We spoke about it. We done it on the Deja show. We done it. We done it.
But yeah, you can say the name if you want to. I just say the reason why I say her is because just out of respect for her.
Okay.
Like as in like
Google
she might
research.
She might want to be tired of hearing that. I know it's nothing to me.
It's one of those stories that if it keeps coming back up, it's just like, hold on, that was 25 years ago.
Exactly. That's right.
Yeah, he wants to just show
how they got you on.
Yeah, he wants to know the setup. We're almost here.
And for me, I just want to say who her is because Max is saying her, but
and it's like okay, so her name. So we know.
Right.
We're talking about Jamelia.
We're talking about Jamelia.
Yeah, we're talking about Jamelia. And big her up as well because I've got
big up Jamelia all day.
Nothing but love. Always big her up, man. She's a black sister doing her thing, man. You got to big her up.
Real authentic,
natural.
So we're bigging her up as well. So when people are seeing this, they got to understand that like we're talking like over how many years
ago?
Like we're talking
Boys to men now. Look, you're married now.
Exactly.
Growth.
Right, here we go. So that part of it, as I said, to come out, when I did come out, I saw her.
Yeah.
And it was all in that moment of, you know, fight or flight kind of thing. Like, what do? You stay or do you breeze on the show? Your name, your like you're looking to get a.
So explain your feelings. You've looked around.
So I've come out and I've just gone,
Oh, for real?
Of course, he didn't know.
I haven't seen it.
He didn't know.
No, you ain't gonna see that. What's going on in my head?
Okay.
So I've come out like, of all the people in, I just said,
Did you come out and stop?
I come out and I was like, at that moment, Maxwell, he just
this was that
up.
moment, like
that's what it was. It was like, I knew it was on. I was like, my heart
set up.
I think a part of me wanted to stay because I was like, oh, finally, we can solve this now. Like, because there was other issues that I wanted to solve and talk to her about. You know what I mean? That people don't know about.
Yeah.
So I wanted to be like, so I kind of just froze there. So obviously I froze there now, and I'm just like, oh, this is this.
So when they asked the question, what did you think?
Nothing. I just waiting to see. I thought she was gonna air it. I thought she was just gonna like not say nothing and just play dumb, and we both played dumb. Because I'm thinking, because I felt that I had a bit of stuff that reason why she wouldn't do that. So I felt that we was at even ground. People won't know what I'm talking about, but we know what we're talking about. I thought we was at an even ground with her, kind of thing. Like I done something, they done, like, you know, whatever. But she just blurted out her things, and she was just like, "Yo, I can't answer this question." And it's like, I know him. Yeah, he told the story of me back in the day. So it was like, and you got 200 people in the audience going, ooh.
Boo.
Not even a booze, no booze.
Yeah, no, I'm joking.
I think they were shocked.
Yeah.
The crowd was shocked.
Yeah.
We was all shocked.
Yeah.
No one was expecting for that. Like, I was just like...
Because she's probably over it as well. It's years,
I'm
isn't
sure
it?
she is.
What year was that?
2004.
For what, the Buzzcock show?
No, when the story came out.
Yeah, so when was the show?
The show was 2010. 11, 10 going on 11.
Right, so 7 years later.
Guess what video they played?
I can't remember, go on.
The first.
Yeah, to remind. Yeah, they had to. They're gonna play your most highest. They're gonna play your most highest, the most slickest, the most. You in your most shrine era. You know what I mean? They was always gonna draw for that one. It was obvious. So when she said what she said, it was just like, you know, you just like kind of waiting. Obviously, people say, why do you not stay there? Why do you not move? And I'm just like, you got to remember, I'm a professional as well, you know?
Yeah, straight.
You know what I mean? Like, even though
one is national TV.
Yeah, like I'm not gonna just jump over like.
You've adjusted. You can adapt. You can adapt.
One, she's a woman.
You know how to move.
Two, we're on a television show.
That's right.
3, like she has a right to say what she wants to say.
Do you feel like it was organic, or was it? Do you feel like it was a setup?
I don't know if she was involved in it, but I believe the producers and everybody else, because I mean,
they do their research.
Someone's done their research.
They do their research. This is national papers. This story went on to.
Afterwards, there was it was
only Piers Morgan can get up and walk away from that and get away with it.
Yeah, I'm saying. Exactly.
Big up Alex Beresford, by the way. Big up Alex Beresford.
Yeah, for real. And you know what? It's something that happened afterwards inside that building that makes me know that it was definitely funny moves. You know what I mean? I had some guy following me around, like it was asking me questions like, you know,
security man that's gonna check to see if he rubbed anything. Yeah.
No, wait, it's making see if I'm gonna fly over something and do a madness in there.
Yeah.
And you know, to be fair, I did speak to I think one of her family members, and he was kind of like just smiling like, yeah, bitch, like not in that way, kind of. And he was like, he turned around and said to me, I think he said to me something like, bad publicity is good publicity.
Yeah, which is true. You can't even say nothing to that. That's
what
true.
A G.
Yeah, it's true though.
When the shoes flip back on your foot, boy, man just give it to you. He's like, yeah, public. And I remember him saying that, and I was like, yeah, you're right.
BB hype.
For me, I just wanted to kind of like maybe speak to her and just say, look, yo, man was didn't know what I was doing, didn't understand. These people come and trip me up, got me in a whole bangarang, and just man was just loose talking, no media trained. And they set man up, and the way they done it as well, you know what I mean, they caught me off guard. It all didn't happen in one place, like one story, one money, you know what I mean. It was like conversation, later date, the story. The guy who done the actual story left the news of the world and went to the Sun, and then someone else picks it up. And then they caught me at a moment when I was cutting dubs in Music House. Yo, we got this story here, mate. Like, we've had it here for a little while. Like, we're just gonna transfer this money to your account right now. Should we just run? I've forgotten about the whole thing. You get me, kind of thing. Yeah. What did you say? How much?
It's transfer. Yeah.
What did you just say?
What's my sort code?
How much? Right now, I'm in music house.
39.
I'm thinking that's a whole lot of dubs. You know, you're young.
Yeah.
In not thinking consequences, not thinking what you're putting out there, not thinking the energy, not thinking nothing. Just young, naive, and like, run that.
That's a run that you don't hear it.
It's a road mentality.
Run the rhythm.
So, and that's what I'm saying. So it's a road concept that it's a road mentality that you have. It's like, what money? Listen, I told my brethren that for free. You're gonna give me that for that. Run that. You mean? That's the road brain kicking in.
Yeah.
Like it's the straight hustlers meant to get it. You know what I mean? But obviously, I didn't understand the media perception, what you look like, your integrity, your kids, like your future. Like that's documented. You know what I'm saying? So. You know, respect to that. I kind of you learn all those things afterwards, but at the time, just that young road, you not realizing. And so that when that happened at the time, for me, it was like it was a shock because it was so many years down afterwards, and so many things. So many things happened afterwards that made me think like, all right, cool. So when it all regurgitated up, the first thing for me was like, you know what? I ain't gonna fight this thing. Let me just show people what I'm really about. Let me just show her what I'm about. Like I'm not coming with no little boy thing. I'm gonna apologize to you publicly.
The ego side of it.
Yeah, I just dropped it. I just said, look, you might not know who I am right now, but for what I done back then, I'm sorry because I didn't even know what I was doing, kind of thing.
That shows growth, though. That shows growth.
Yeah, it was.
So can we get another round of applause for that apology? For that apology.
And it's public as well.
Public apology.
Yeah, it was. I didn't play
Big
it.
man
I put it on YouTube. I think she saw it and said finally or something like that. But I didn't know how to get out. I would apologize years ago, but certain things happened afterwards that made me feel like, nah, you ain't getting no apology from me. Like, you know what I mean?
We won't go into that. No.
Nah, it's a whole next situation.
Why is he gonna tell this story?
No, I can't because you know why? It's certain street things and certain street codes that we kind of just keep off record. You know what I mean? Just certain things that we just kind of keep off record. But you know, it's no biggie. I got those same people. I met up with them. You know what I mean?
Oh, that's good.
Yeah, there's no, you know what I mean?
Everything done.
Yeah, that was all. You know what I mean? But it's mad. It's how life works.
Yeah.
Blackberry hype was the
real Blackberry hype though.
When you're getting calls like, yo, bruv, they love you in Birmingham. They want you to come down there. I'm like, what? Where? You want me to? I ain't been there for time, bro.
I ain't coming back for now, man.
I ain't looking to come back there. And it was like, yeah, but look, man, you're like, I'm just thinking, what? I'm missing out on all this food.
No, miss out.
Like,
sometimes not all money is good money.
Right.
You know?
So when my brethren was like, so the guy was like, yo, them, you know, certain people are my people. It's cool. Come. And then, you know, we met and we were, and after that it was just like, okay.
Oh, so you've been back there since?
Yeah, of course. Listen, Birmingham I love Birmingham. I love I think because I was kind of like that whole energy from Birmingham with the whole, that story and everything, it was like a no-go area and all the stuff that happened to it. They never got to get bored of me. They never get to see me every day. They didn't, so these time when BB Heights busting road, they're like, it's my man. So, and they're just thinking, and there's a whole
I don't like my man, but
no,
the truth is...
not even. There's a whole new generation that don't know nothing to do with nothing.
Yeah.
You're talking about Blackberry Heights is 2000 and what?
It was in the dances.
8, 9?
Yeah, it was in the...
That come out, paper and all that madness, 2004.
Okay.
So, and going on to 2010.
Yeah,
so by the time I was getting bookings, it's like 2010. So it's a good five. It's a whole new school of generations in.
Yeah.
So, they wanted me, man. Yeah. Like my tunes busting up yardie dances in Birmingham, club dances in Birmingham. Yeah. We need to see this guy in it.
Yeah. It's funky house period, isn't it?
Yeah.
Yes.
And it's like who was gonna be brave enough to book me? You know what I mean? So big up my brethren Wiley from Birmingham. He brought me to Birmingham first, and it was like, yo, you know what I mean? And then I just grew some friends over there. Like I got some great friends in Birmingham, like real friends. One friend's at my wedding and stuff like that. Like Birmingham is my go-to area. Like I know so many. I got more links in Birmingham than I have in London. I feel more appreciated in Birmingham than I do in London sometimes because it's just like mad love and I'm quick, like loads of people. I feel that Birmingham is like a bigger version of the old Brixton in the 90s.
Okay.
That's the best way to explain Birmingham for me. Like how the community of Brixton used to be, the yardies and everyone together. I think Birmingham, that community for me still holds that strong. So I can see myself. And then years down the line, you wouldn't believe that I got family in Birmingham.
Wicked.
You know what I mean? Like heavily pavemented, affiliated. If only, you know, they knew or whatever. But it's life. But
Yeah. So okay, let's skip
Crazy.
to 2020. I see the Insta posts. Can we
Okay.
talk about your projects? Because I see the Insta posts.
Yeah, sure. So
And you put up certain people, and
Yeah,
due
so-
to how
yeah.
it goes now, when you put them up, I'm thinking,
Are they
oh
dead?
no,
They
there's
died.
another rest in peace.
No.
Because anytime you see a photo of someone up now,
Yeah.
automatically it's either their birthday or they drop out. So
No. So what you mean to explain? So basically, I'm what we was touching on earlier on about my grandma coming over from Jamaica. I have this and what we was talking before the cameras were rolling about the dancehall journey that I'm taking. For me, in my whole 20 years of music industry, I've done garage, I've done grime, I've done funky, I've done everything, all those genres of music, and I've done it my style, which is from my culture, from Jamaican style, dancehall style, reggae style, whatever, on different music, and I've got far in it, the hits, hit, the back behind, whatever. All my styles, I'm known for that, and how for me it was wow, watching, I never thought that. Okay, when I grew up, there was an era. Sweetie Harry, General Levy, Tipper Irie,
Chucky Star,
Bod, you know what I'm saying? Jumbo,
Jumbo, big up Jumbo.
Skip, all of them man, they you know what I mean? There were a lot of MCs in Hackney that were touching down and smashing it up and DJing times. You get me?
MC
run
Shabba.
the instrumental.
Shabba.
Yeah. Not if Shabba was a bit big up Shabba, but he was more late. I'm talking, it was more
was
other white
more-
youths
he
that were
more
busting
lit,
it up like
okay.
Bod and that.
Yeah,
you get me
yeah.
from back in the day. But I'm just saying that for me, those that era, and what I was trying to explain to you, I just felt that I witnessed that, and then when we come along, and as we grew up in jungle, it was yet again the Steve Hyper D's, that dancehall thing. I could see it on other music, but never did I see after General Levy, Sweet Harry, that kind of industry back again. I didn't see a movement of it. It went to jungle. Everyone was in the jungle raves. Maybe the Bragger days, the string vest moved to Versace's, the Marnies, and that culture. You know what I mean? And the jungle dances, and that's where everyone was. Yeah, and the Yardies
Straight
were over that,
Reebok
the
classics.
Navigators, and Steve Hyper D's, and that style was. So that was why we followed that movement, and that went into the garages and then the CKPs, and so that's why I followed that journey. But don't get me wrong, I did. Was doing a couple of bits of dancehall with my dad and Curtis.
Who your dancehall influence?
Oh, in the UK?
No, just worldwide.
Oh, worldwide would be the usual suspects, you know what I mean? But I'm talking, my iconic person who would always be in my head of a true dancehall artist was Papa San. You know what I'm saying? It was a whole different.
Man.
He spoke. He would give you bars in backwards.
Yeah,
you know what I mean?
backway talk.
You got backway talk. Yeah, so it was a different energy. That's what I grew up on. And then the Lieutenant Stitchies, the Admiral Baileys, the Pinches, the Cockatiés, and all of that era. The whole era. Then we got Shabba. Then we got Shabba. Then we got Shabba and Ninja. And then after Shabba and Ninja, we went to Bounty and Beanie.
Yeah.
And that was all my influences. So that's how
Shabba for me is the GOAT.
Oh well, he was my first record that I bought that on a 7-inch as a young kid. Okay. And it was
Forgot to ask that. Yeah.
Shabba's my GOAT.
Was it Champion Lover? No way good tonight.
Yeah.
And then we're gonna one station, we're gonna run in
cold.
Pirates Anthem.
It was another one.
Paris Anthem.
It was another one. It was X-rated. That's when it went mad.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
When you got your mum blasting them tunes out, and she's a yard here. She's like X-rated. That was that. You know what I mean? That was the era. You know what I mean? At the time. So that was for me. Shabba, and then that was my musical journey on the dancehall thing. So for me, this whole what you're seeing and how I tie it in together is basically I am gone back to my roots. Like I just said, I just want to do my roots. I'm getting older now, man. I'm tired. Not so. I shouldn't say tired.
Yeah, I was about to say that sounds like some Zimmer frame business.
Do you know when I say tired? I'm saying tired in a way where I'm not after what everybody else is after.
Yeah.
Like I'm not trying to chase all of that. Like what you're like the clout things, or not just clout, or just I got the best bars. I'm the hardest. I'm the sickest. Like yes, like man's good. Like man wants the meals and everything. Like I'm alright. Like I've got to a place in my life I'm alright. Don't get me wrong. Like my internal demons have got hardly anything to do with music. You know what I'm saying? Like
What's
nothing.
that on your wrist, mate?
Oh, what, this one?
Yeah.
Oh, my watch. Oh, yeah.
I said this one, you know. Man said this. I thought you taking a piss when you said this one.
No, because that's a spiritual one, isn't it? To keep away the demons.
Right.
To keep away the demons.
Somebody's looking.
Keep away
Somebody
the demons.
understands where
But
I'm
he
at.
was talking about your watch, mate.
Okay, see, I don't talk about these things because these are just normal everyday things. Like, you know.
That thing matched what he was just talking about. I just don't mind about everything, you know. Like,
Like, but
I'm with God.
yeah, but
That's something I would wear. I got my crystals, but they're at home.
This is a heart chakra. Like this is for my this is heartbeat, which is for love.
Yeah.
So this is like when this. How do I explain it? Okay, so when I bought this, there's different beads for different things.
Yeah,
so
crystals.
crystals. Yeah. So this is like I've had it for time, and it's my heart chakra.
Yeah.
So when I go around people, I give love.
Yeah.
And it's
Returned.
You receive it, and it really just.
Yeah.
Even if it does nothing, subconscious is doing something. For me.
Yeah.
You know, people say, there's some bees gonna do some mad thing. Oh, it's dead.
What's that
But
one?
and that's just like casual, grown man.
Why are you taking it away from the camera?
Because it's just a grown thing. He's talking about my AP, like, so it's just a grown thing. You know what I'm saying? This is because
What chakra is that for?
this is just a part of life. I think every grown man should have, you know, in life, if they're doing well for themselves, if you're gonna buy
Treat
something,
yourself.
treat yourself something with a good watch. My mum always told me these things. You can tell a man a lot about a man's by his watch and his trainers.
Do you know the funny
You know
thing
what I'm
about
saying?
it?
Real stuff.
Did you watch
Real
the Michael Jordan documentary thing that they had on Netflix?
Yes, of course I did.
Bruv, did you see his crystals that he had around his neck?
Yeah, he goes in. He goes
My
in.
word.
Yeah. Now, but you got to
Chris.
Listen, you're gonna realize
Chris.
that. You're gonna realize, bros, and my brothers, I'm gonna share something with you. We are on a spiritual battle journey here because, like, our people, you know, what we've been going through. Like, you see, everyone is involved in the music industry. How much energies we rubbing this game, the street, the politics, the world. It's all designed a certain way.
Yeah.
And to survive in it, you can't just come out naked.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You need protection,
We
bro.
all need
And
protection.
You
I
know
was
what I
about to
mean?
say that.
And we need it in a way, whether you're beating a Bible, whether you're busting up your chakras, you know, whether you're meditating, whatever it is, you need to fight this internal spiritual battle because right now people are losing their minds and we don't even know who people are no more. So it's a whole deep thing with that. But go on.
And
What
what you just said there that was really important was internal.
Oh,
Do you understand
100%.
what I mean?
What people can't see.
But exactly. So you got the internal and external, and what you're talking about, it helps you to deal with both.
Exactly. So the project for me is just going back to my roots. And now when I look
Why
on
are you
it,
hiding the AP then?
now this guy really wants this.
Yeah, man.
What you say? I would have bought another watch. I would have bought another chain.
Yeah.
Like this is like my calm. These are just like family, just like calm.
And it's a nice chain. Don't worry about that.
This is nothing. This is like
It's him.
this my date of birth.
That's how rich
The
man
day I got married. You know, one of them ones that it's just like sentimental.
Rich people don't wear big chains.
Bruv, you know what? See, bruv, I tell you what.
Man,
See,
you got rich people problems.
it's not. I wish I had rich people problems.
Even the t-shirt.
I'm just a hustler. That's it. Like with me,
Straight.
I just when it comes to, I have down days. I have hard financial times with everything in life. I'm normal. Pandemic hit me just like everybody else. Like this is real. Like I am. But the only thing with me, I just won't take it laying down. Like I am gonna get the bag. That's my I will get up and go and get the bag. I just understand that some people in life wait for other people, like, and just wait for. I can't wait for anybody. Like, all you gotta do is just show me how to get the bag.
I feel you, man. I feel you, man.
Like, so I put myself around those kind of people, friends that are go-getters. Like, I try my best, you know what I mean, to put myself in positions and be around people that understand and are positive, that are on the same journey. I can't be talking to a man like, yeah, that man got licked down last night, you know, or yeah, like man just at the crib innit, like I'm bored, man just burning it down. Come over, bring a food. Like I'm just
Basically, you're talking about the same energies. Everybody has to.
Yeah, it's important. So, and you know, as I said, married man. You know, I got different family responsibilities that I deal with. So for me, the whole like chains and rah, 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 I'm just not on that. I'm just not that guy. I used to be though. Yeah, I used to about all of it. I was about it every day. But now it's just like growth. So for me, the musical journey has to match that. You know what I'm saying? The musical journey had to match that. And for me, going back home was something like going back to my roots, is this a no-brainer? I've been told by my mother, my father, why are you not doing that? Like, you can do it with your eyes closed. Like, and I think part of it is the battle with my dad that nobody doesn't know. My dad is my number one critic.
Okay.
He's the hardest guy to please.
Okay.
Dad, when they new tune, don't like it. But you ain't even heard it, don't like it.
Wow.
Dad, you need to hear it. I don't like your tone. Dad, listen to it. I don't like.
How does that make you feel?
I don't like slackness.
How does it make you feel when he says he
over the years,
he don't like it?
No, over the years, it's nothing.
Because when parents say it, it's different to when your friends say it or your peers. Like,
I was raised with tough skin. So when my dad says that,
if you're gonna be Jamaican, you have to be.
Yeah, I'm just like, whatever, Dad, man. You just, that's not for you, innit?
Yeah.
You get me? Mum now, number one fan. Like, you get me? Go to mum's house.
That's big.
Basically like, yo, son, I will write to Puff Daddy myself, you know. Like that's the kind of energy my mum's on. Like,
good.
Listen, they just need to listen. Listen. I'm like, my son is talented, yeah. I don't care. Like, you know, like that's why she's like, my mum's just like, I'm your number one fan. She will rinse the tunes. She's like, yeah, some of the slack tunes, like, yeah, I'll just skip through them. There. She's not really into the certain things or maybe grime energy. But when it comes to things, my mum's telling me, listen, I need to go back into your library, into your archives. I want those set of tunes that you done in this year.
Wow.
And she would, yeah. If there's if anything happened to me, I'll be able to leave my catalogue with my mum.
That's powerful.
Yeah.
That's powerful.
Because she definitely has told me, don't give up.
Not many people have that, so that's something, that you gotta hold
Dad
on
is
to,
giving me the knowledge and experience, but mum's giving me the drive and determination, which is like, you are who you are, son. You know, if you've done all of this, so whatever it is, whether you're a superstar or you stay wherever you are, whatever it may be, you just do you. This is who I know. This was your gift.
This is your gift.
Yeah, this is who you are.
Yeah.
So just continue and don't ever give up. And my mum is ice queen.
Wicked.
You know what I mean? You can't. No one ain't colder than my mum. Like, when it comes to like dealing with things, you know what I mean? So she's always just like, you've got to continue on your journey.
So basically, you're saying you're on a dancehall thing now, yeah?
I am
Right.
on a dancehall thing.
Right.
Reason being is because what I just explained, but now I can see the culture and the movement. Like, I'm gas for Stylo. Like,
listen,
like I am. You don't got to understand. Like, I see him and I'm just like, brother, just kill them for me now. Just kill them. Come here, come, you know. Yeah, come, so just kill them for me. And he's just killing them one by one. Boom, boom.
But he can't do it alone, Max. He can't do it alone.
Which I understand. Culture needs to step up and the industry, but there are artists that are coming up and they're doing a thing. Like they've got. I will even mention my cousin done a tune with what's his name, Rara. Yeah.
Yes.
And you got
Big Zeeks
from Northwest. He does his thing. Ira's doing his thing. You know what I mean? So like Mafia. Obviously, we're talking about the girls and we're going outside. I'm just talking about the man. But no, definitely
Doctor as well.
Listen, Doctor's my boy. Doctor's my man.
That's one of the most underrated flipping UK artists right now.
He makes his money though. That's what I'm saying. There's a lot of people that still do their thing.
Yeah, but still, he's underrated, man.
Now
he's supposed to be. He's supposed to be.
Doctor is come from my cloth. Do you understand? So with
because he was around in grime days.
Yeah. So for me, when I see Doctor do dancehall, it's just natural. He is a Jamaican. Let's just get this twisted.
Simple.
Was he born in Jamaica?
I think so.
I think it's close to that.
So.
If not, then I know he goes there regular and XYZ. So for me, like, Doctor.
Big time.
So so now I'm excited. Now you got me thumping my chest like, oh gosh, like ready now. Like how I look at grime MCs and garage and that, I'm looking at dancehall like that.
Yeah.
Tynes. No one mentions Tynes. You know Tynes works with Zeeks in the book. Tynes Marley.
Nah, you know what it is? They have to.
There's certain
ones that stick
just
out.
Haven't shown their head yet.
Yeah, like if they like for me, Zeeks definitely doing his thing because I've seen him pop up with a few tunes and. The rest, like obviously Stylo's the star boy, and that's how we're working with it. He's got the
funny thing about Stylo. At one point, I was saying to myself, I wonder how long this guy can stay stylistic for, and he stayed stylistic through his whole career. He's got a formula. No, but you know what? That formula is what is called different.
Yeah,
and that's my point, and that's my point. I was thinking to myself, how long can he keep up this different style for? And he's just kept it up. So big shouts, guys.
What do you think about Chip on the Bashment beats? Because I'm rating Chip on the Bashment beats.
Chip is like one of those rappers that when they get that feature on dancehall, who was it on a dancehall world that you always heard rap and thought they always killed the dancehall beat? back at like he just reminds me of one of those American rappers that whenever they touch a
Busta Rhymes,
he will eat. Yeah, that's Chip for me on dancehall.
Yeah, true.
That's
true.
yeah.
What's different about Stylo? He got accepted in Jamaica.
Oh, big time. And that's the hardest part.
But
because I mean, he should have been accepted in Jamaica from years ago.
And his dad press up. I don't know, guy. Know what?
Power Man.
Yeah.
That's his father.
Is that Power Man? Is that
what's Power Man?
Press up. Yeah.
Chang.
Poison Chang.
Yeah, that's his dad.
Yeah, that's his dad.
I didn't know that.
Yeah, that's his dad.
So that's why. So yeah, I mean that's your father. Like, that's a big.
But it's still taking them very many years for him to be accepted.
But Stylo's been running around since Grime days.
Grime stuff. Yeah.
Because he used to be part of Little Rascals.
Yes. No, he was. I remember. You know what's funny?
No, very closely affiliated.
I went to a video shoot one time and I seen him there.
Video like Little Rascals, but Stylo was the older.
He was on Channel U with us.
No, he was very. I said that afterwards. I said he affiliated with the Little Rascals.
But Rascals was a separate thing.
They were separate.
Okay.
But he did affiliate with them because
Okay.
I was at a video shoot one time and he featured them on one tune. He done a tune with them. So
Yes,
he
he's done a
definitely
couple tunes. Yeah.
Yeah, so for me, Stylo has been someone around in the circuit.
Yeah.
So seeing him just kill it with dancehall is like, bruv, you couldn't have done it. Please just keep doing what you're doing because I need you.
It's just sad that it
because
just
he's
took
still
him so
because he is
long, but
waving
that
the
journey.
He's waving the British flag and the dancehall flag, and I think that's so important for black youths like from Jamaican heritage over here to see that it's possible. And what I've learned from
It's
LA,
nice to see they're rating him as well.
the reason why a lot of Americans they deal with the yardies, don't get me wrong, with Jamaicans a lot, but I've noticed that when it comes to something like other territories, they can't really deal with them that much, like with business and stuff. They find it really hard to like understand sometimes what they're saying or just the ignorance of how the Jamaicans can do business sometimes. So they find it hard. So dealing with someone that you can just 1 minute just articulate myself like yes, you know, it's like Meghan Markle and the royal family and stuff like that. And yo, what up, people that from you know, and just going to they're just like yo,
Who is this guy?
Who is this guy?
Yeah,
like, have a conversation with him and he just gone straight yard.
Okay, so that's Denzel.
Yeah,
and that's Maxwell.
So
okay,
what we've been able to harness over here and still be true to our roots. When you take that around internationally, it's just the equity. You can't go wrong. You know, you can really get down. They understand what you're saying. We can get business done.
Versus showed that as well. Versus was a big reflection on how big dancehall is worldwide.
Dance was massive. Like I mean,
you know what I mean, for people to see it though. You know, like because they actually got put against the other ones, and until this day.
Well, we're energy.
Killer and Beanie Man's the best version.
Yeah, it's the energy. That's what our culture is built for. That's what the music is built for.
When you
what
talk about Clash, that is
like
our
back
culture.
to back, the songs, the energy,
Clash,
the live performance, the voices don't even need no vocals. Like we're just going in. It's not hip hop PA. It's not. You know what I mean? It's straight.
It's proper.
Run the rhythm because what people have to understand is that
and then freestyle and all that kind of stuff.
hip hop comes from dancehall. So when it comes from the original source, it would always be. You know, when Dr. Hertz brought it over to New York, Cool Hertz, Dr. Hertz. When Cool Hertz bring it over to New York. With that, the
Brooklyn or Bronx.
Brooklyn is Bronx. Was it Bronx?
One or two, yeah.
And then he was doing his thing and that. He's a Jamaican, so let's just get it twisted, man. Let's just wear Scar and all the rest of it stuff is built as well.
Yes.
But yeah, man.
So current projects.
Yeah, it's called British Jamaican. It's called British Jamaican.
What's that? Is that a label, album?
No, it's an EP. It's volumes.
Right.
You know, you see the cover. It's a journey. It's, you know, I've even, the photo shoot that we done, like, you know, we dressed up in the 50s gear and stuff like that.
Okay.
So you would see like some snaps from like when we first docked
Who's we?
Windrush.
Who's we?
No, when I say we, I mean like myself, but like as a team of people that's helping me and stuff I'm working with. But when from Jamaica, the first place that we landed in was in Tilbury, Essex. No one wouldn't really know, and then we kind of split off to the Manchesters and whatever. But that's the
Manchester's where my family.
And it was in June, so that's when I'm releasing the project. So it was June when we come over from Jamaica to England, and that's what it's basically around. It's not like a Windrush project as such, but it is the Windrush because that is my journey, and I just wanted the music to represent the journey and why I'm why I'm doing dancehall, and only not say I'm not going to do other music. I would always, but I just wanted my bass and my source to just be dancehall, and everything else from there they can remix it.
So when we're talking about dancehall, are you talking about the root side of it, or you're talking about the actual bashment side of it?
Everything.
Yeah.
I want to be 50s plus with locks, drinking a Magnum with my guitar on some Rastafari,
and chant the bingy drum, yeah? Chant the bingy drum.
Yeah, why not, man? I want to be an old man you know, in a hot country, just still, you interview me, like, yo, Maxwell, you know, you been there struggling. I'm just like, yeah,
no tea.
Took up the thing, put me. Yeah, why not? Because that's music would always be in my heart. So I want if music's gonna live within me, I need to forget the industry. I need to forget everything. I just want to it's just the love for the music. And what do I really love without being put in a rap race? Just making music. You know, when I make dancehall tracks, it's just like, wow, like I just come up with songs like in seconds, like in melodies in minutes. There's no forcing, there's no hard, there's no.
Alright, so
I mean,
the album done, the EP done.
Yes, it's done. There's volumes. There's a few volumes and they're all done.
How many volumes?
Any features?
I've got 4 volumes at the moment. Yeah, a couple people at the moment. Like I've got Egypt on there. I've got a couple other people as well.
Now, production, are they UK based or they UK or they world based?
Production's America, myself, and a couple other people. Features wise, at the moment, a couple of UK people. You know what I mean? And yeah, see, for me, this is like an experiment, something new.
Yeah, go for it, go for it.
Garage sound is kind of coming back at the moment.
The garage is.
Remember I was telling you that the other day. I was telling you that the other day.
See, for me,
What do you not think about that?
Yeah, with the whole.
Are you gonna get involved? You are a garage legend as well.
Garage is garage, man. I mean, I've been hearing that same story for about 20 years now. Like garage is
always coming back.
Garage is in the trucks. Garage is garage, but you got to talk about what side of garage we talking about. We talking about the raves and the MCing side of it, or are you talking about the sound? You think garage
music is coming back? It's on the up again. It's on the up again.
I hope garage.
Even GEnts has got one banger.
I pray that
GEnts has got a banger. Nene's got a new banger with Lady Lashur on it as well.
Nene's banger
with Lady Lashur on it as well.
I've got garage tunes, but I'm just like
she's in trouble then, because how you hear that song before me? I'm a DJ, bruv.
You got to understand. So you know what? We've done YouTube, innit? Like we done a YouTube, and she brought me in. So she's like, Nene's my homegirl from time.
Nene's cool.
So she said to me, Max, I've got a show. I want you to come. YouTube. Spoonie. Alright, cool. Yep. So we went there, and I was there, and So Solid was doing her thing, and then I played a couple of new tunes of my stuff. And then she was like, I need to play you this new tune.
She gets
Yeah,
I know.
And she let me know what you think. So I heard it, and I was like, oh gosh.
Did you hear it before, when she had before she put?
Yeah, before the. So I heard it early.
Yeah.
And then I was outside the house, and I was just playing it, and she's playing it, and I was listening to it. I'm like, yeah, you know, this is, and obviously she gave me the backstory of why, she wrote it and stuff, and I'm just like, yeah, this is deep.
Etta Bond's got a banger as well.
Who?
Etta Bond.
I ain't heard that one yet.
Yeah.
Bro, I'm telling you.
Etta Bond.
No, I mean, garage for me is my heart. Like garage is my heart. Garage is me. Like when people say garage, I'm just like, yeah, that's I put my life, blood, sweat, and soul into the music.
I'm saying garage right now.
Yeah, but when you say right now, I mean,
no, I think he's talking more in terms of, are you willing to come back and do some garage? That's what he's more.
I would always. I'm not gonna do it for the culture or for the fact that it's on a hype. I would just do it because I like.
Yeah.
Well, you're like legend, though.
Yeah, and if someone sends me a garage legend beat, then I'll jump on it and do my thing. You know what I mean? Other than that, I'm not chasing.
You're not chasing it. Yeah,
I'm just not. Like, it's not even in my foresight. Like
you're on the bashment thing now.
I'm trying to go. My biggest song, in like you lot might say what I'm known for, but my most streamed song is a bashment song that was in movie, like Sync movie. Like it's like got millions of streams on Spotify. Yeah. So
in what movie?
It's in Reality High. There's a teen flick movie on Netflix. It's been on there for about 2 years now.
Okay.
And when it first came out, it was like #1 in 33 countries and all the rest of it. Loads of promo for the back of it. And not only that, I got like a big sync. Like I got 4 songs in the movie.
Wicked.
You know what I'm saying? So that for me,
PRS is nice.
And the streams, Spotify just sucked it up. So all of those songs. So but then I started getting people from Japan doing dance routines to the video, and people from France,
TikTok,
doing
viral.
All over the place.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh. So out of all my garage tunes, out of all my stuff that I've been doing, like other things, that's where the style's gonna take me. It's gonna take me where I want to go. It's gonna take me internationally. I'm not saying that grime can't take me there or that will take me there, but what just works for me.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And that is what I feel works for me, because it's just what I love. I'm not gonna fight it no more. I love it. And I just wanna do it, and I don't care about views, hype, money. It's just something that I'm gonna just make and enjoy it. And I've been making it and enjoying it, and it's even got me back to producing again. So
good.
You can tell I'm back in that creative zone.
You're on it. You're back in zone. Back in zone.
Like for me, stylo is like, that's like not the target in a negative way, but he's the man, innit? So in a positive way, I'm just like, bro, I'm just bruv. Either we have come while we have come, take it. He is the go-to guy. So for me, I'm just rating him, and I got nothing but respect for him. Like, I love every single one of his songs. So for me, I'm just.
I want to see a revival of Gappy.
Oh, there's one brother that I didn't mention. Gappy ranks for me. Sorry, and Gappy, I want you to understand this. You are a different sort of legend. Yeah. Like, you're not just like.
I think he's dealing with health issues at the moment. So
okay.
No,
he still got. He must still, but recover.
Gappy
for me. I want to see a revival of Gappy.
Is a whole different next thing. Gappy's one of my favorite artists.
As he is, he was just about to bust yard.
Yeah, no, Gappy's got it all.
Heaven's in our eyes.
That was what the one that was about to.
Listen,
and then all of a sudden, you stopped hearing so much
it's
from
just,
him.
it's
health issues.
That's what I try to say to people. See, when people say, "Oh, Maxwell, how come you weren't consistent here, or why come you didn't do that?" Like, life, bro.
Those were the two top of the game guys at the time, though.
Yeah,
Stylo and Gappy.
Yeah, and
I would have loved to see I would have loved for them to both gone up at the same time.
But what I'm trying to say to you is that life gets in the way.
Yeah,
it could be health, it could be whatever, but life, and people need to understand that, like, some people might not want it. Like, I have different conversations with different artists. You'd be surprised. I'm some massive consultant sometimes. You'd be surprised half of these industry guys that you might know of and speak. I'll be on the phone to people and we're talking, and sometimes I give a lot of positive energy and just try to say to people, like, I understand, like, you can't waste your talent though. You know what I mean? Like, try not to waste your talent because you've started something. People have loved you for it. You need to continue on your journey. That's what God gave you. And sometimes people lose it because of life. And life has wobbled me a couple of times. You know what I mean? And
it's wobbled everyone.
Yeah.
You're human, innit?
Yeah, so it was just whether or not you was going to get back on the horse and carry on riding. You know what I mean? So I think that's what deters, when you said to me earlier on, where's the people that didn't make it, the females that bust through and the females that didn't? It's the ones that are willing to go through and fight with the industry. And that part for me was a journey, So this project I'm excited for, and I'm looking forward to, and can't wait till you guys hear it in June.
We'll be behind it all the way.
Thank you, I appreciate your support and help, and I'm just out here living life. But there's so much other stuff that I don't touch on, like, which is like, I'm a music teacher now as well.
Oh, okay.
I work in like loads of bad schools with the bad breed kids. You know what I mean?
You can relate. Of course I can.
That's why I'm there. That's why I'm like, yo.
That's why you're hired.
Of course, like, they see the CVs, like, yo, like,
perfect.
CBS them lock up. We're spent with things, but so I do that heavily. I'm always in it, and I love it. Like, it was my way of saying, let me give back to all the knowledge and experience that I've learned over the 20 years. Let me give something back to this in my way. You know what I mean? And then I do workshops, and I'm ambassador trustee for London Village Network charity. Okay. You know what I mean? I've worked with the mentoring lab. We've done one-to-ones. I've done workshops in prisons. They've written about me in the Daily Mail and stuff like that. So there's another side to me even growing and in heavily involved in the community that I don't even really push so forefront into the. Oh, thanks, man. Appreciate that. Man. It was like it was a change that had to be. As I said, I see my son getting older in the world. Getting close. The gap gets closer and closer. You know what I'm saying? As that gap gets closer and closer, he started to talk certain things, and he's like, "Yeah, man, Stormzy's alright, Dad, but what's this going on with this chip thing?" And I'm just like, black side. These are conversations that man's phoning me, bro. Stormzy just, like, you heard the chip thing. Like, man are phoning me, like, and on that one, and I got my little boy.
Like, on the same language. Yeah, it's true.
So, like, where do I draw the line? Where do I say, right, I can't be like, nah. So let me just, but it also, the world that he's got to grow up in. Like, can I make a difference in the world that he's got to grow up in? Like, what can I do with my platform and what I've learned and my knowledge and experience to help shape some form of this part? Where do I stand and what do I leave behind?
Is he interested in music?
Yeah, not music so much. He's gone the film direction route. Like, he wants to be a film editor.
How old is he?
He's 13. Okay. You know what I mean? He's a teenager now, so.
And with your network and links, you can put him on.
I'm just gonna guide. Just guide.
He's also at that age where he can put his hand in so many different pies and then decide what he wants to do later.
I'm just like, do whatever you want. You know what I mean? Like, it's nothing. It's not. I just want you to enjoy it. Like, if you decide to change your mind later on, no problem. I'm just gonna make sure you have the key certain things that I didn't have. You don't need to steal nobody's car. You don't need to steal nobody's nothing. Yeah, you don't need to. You know what I mean? You're all right.
Yeah.
Everything you're gonna be provided for.
Yeah.
You know, you're gonna work hard for your stuff though. You ain't gonna get it easy, but you'll get your pocket money. That's there. He does piano. I pay for his piano lessons. He does drama school. He goes football. You know, he's head boy in the year. He's political. He's well spoken. You know, it's not this. He speaks better than me sometimes. You know what I mean? Because I'm still heavily involved, wrapped in the music. You know what I mean? You get called in the slang. So sometimes when he does his little thing, I laugh because he really speaks like and he's a good boy.
Good boy.
You know what I mean? You know, his mum's done a good job. I've done a good job, and for me, that is why I do what I do in the other department as a young role model. I would say role model because
you're a role model. You're a legend.
Watch how we bun out role models. This ain't a role and I ain't a model. That's how we bun it out.
Say no more.
Because this is real. It's no role. It's not acting here.
You're a role model to your kids.
I am a
hero,
father figure, hero.
That's a good one.
Hero to the kids.
Good one.
Yeah.
And we're gonna leave it right there. Yeah.
No. Before we go, plug your album so they know when it's coming out, etc., etc.
Where can we find you?
All right. So basically, the project's coming out in June. I can't give you a date because I'm just trying to work out how I want to release it. There's a lot of things that we're doing behind the scenes. So it's coming out in June. All I can say is look out for it. When lockdown happens, it will be out.
And the name of the project again?
It's called British Jamaican.
Okay.
You know what I mean?
British Jamaican. Are you releasing them all at the same time? Or volume 2?
Volume 1
coming out in June.
And then the rest will thing. But you will see it because the covers of it, the first cover, you'll see like the Windrush ship. The second cover, you see us like in Notting Hill when we thing in the 90s and the 80s.
So it's a proper story.
And, it gets the covers of it will give you in tune of where we come from, our journey as our parents from Jamaica to here. And that's what I wanted to get across in a dancehall format.
Social media.
Yeah, so where do we find you?
Official Maxwell D. Follow me on Spotify, Maxwell D on Spotify, Instagram, Twitter, Maxwell D1. And just about I'm on all the socials. It's just like Maxwell.
You're active on there as well.
Yeah, it's bait, man. I mean, we just done the Against All Odds grime stuff and the movie and all that stuff. And you know, there's a lot more. There's movies in the process as well. Acting debut.
We'll get you on the next time. No way. When the project starts, we're calling you back in again. We can wrap it up again.
The reason why you do this is why these lot get this kind of interviews because I've known them for a very, very long time.
Amen.
And sometimes this not
we
even
didn't
like
even
an
talk about our journeys up to Cambridge and all that stuff. We missed that stuff.
Yeah, we missed a lot, but you know, time catches up with us. But I'm glad when people look at this. I hope that whatever I've said today, people can see that there's always two sides to a story, maybe, or even just look at it like it's past tense on a lot of stuff.
Growth.
You know what I mean? And where we are now is
there is a brighter side to life.
Yes. And just don't take people's things. You know what I mean? Work hard for your money.
Max, it's been a pleasure. Respect, my brother. Respect. Love always, Love always. You don't know.
Respect,
so that was another statement episode. We had Maxwell D in the place. Big up, my bro.
Love.
Man. So catch us next time. Like, subscribe, follow,
and share
the damn thing. You get me? Say nothing. Boom.
Boom, boom.